Add to stream. All right. Can you guys hear and or see? Can you guys hear and or see? Put a 1 in the chat if you can. Put the Patreon up while we're. I don't know if you noticed. You see this new light up here?
I did. I was like, wow, look at this light.
You see that light, girl? We ain't playing. Can y'all?
I do like the new light.
Hear me? There's like a delay on this StreamYard thing, so I don't know. I don't know what's happening right now. Kelley!
Hello.
What up? Mm-hmm. All right, we're gonna I can't see any messages right now. You know what? Let me log into my the YouTube to see if it's showing. Mm-hmm. You think I have it all figured out by now, but
I know.
But I don't, girl.
It's fine.
I don't have it all figured out yet. I can't see any messages. I hopefully. Hold on, let me.
We're trying to get it together, y'all.
I don't know if they can see anything.
Cookies and Pie and Dapper Romeo. Shout out to you.
Hopefully. Hold on. Oh.
It's working? We're trying to get it together, y'all.
I don't know if they can see anything.
We're trying to get it together.
Oh, okay. All right. It looks like you guys can see. Put a 1 down in the chat if you can see. There it is. I see 10 people in there right now. All right. So there's a little bit of a delay. Guys, we're going to wait like 2 or so minutes to wait till this chat catches up to everything. Come into the chat. Come into the chat. Yo, what up, Jonathan? What's good? Will Demolish. What is good? Cookies and Pie. What is up? Dapper Romeo. Sam, I see you. Ricardo. I see you. Chris Z. I see you. Chris, listen to me. I'm getting to your video. We're gonna talk about it in a second. I've been really busy over the last week or so. So we're gonna get I'm gonna get into that video. Chris, don't worry about it. I'm gonna get into it. Dennis, Baltimore, what's up? Be more in the house. Titty Brothers. What's good? Leo, I see you. What's up? Ulysses, Junior Rios, what's good, my G? Christoph, what is up? What is up? Better use your condom. That is right. You better use your condom. Yo, did you guys see the post that I put on the community post not too long ago about I don't know, have you seen this? Like there's a male birth control.
I saw that earlier today. Yes, I did. I saw that posting. And then I also saw your posting about what was it? Oh, do women really want to be wives or they just want to be married?
We're going to get into that. That was one of the things that I was going to ask today. Guys, listen, keep on coming into the chat.
Hey, Ricardo.
What up, Ricardo? The God PT. The God PT. What up, my G? PMP King, I see you. I see you. PMP King, I see you guys. Just keep on coming into the chat. Listen, Kelley literally just got here like 30 seconds ago. Like I feel like she literally came in and we just turned on to the chat. So guys, keep on coming in. We're gonna get started probably in about 2 or so minutes. So Kelley,
yes,
you have a bunch of questions that you wanted to ask the channel.
I do.
To me, not only just to me, but she wants to ask you guys in the channel as well.
I do.
So we're gonna get into your questions. Midwest Cutie Pie.
Good Lord.
All right, we're gonna get into your questions as well as I got some questions for Kelley as well. Mm-hmm. All right. So guys, keep on coming into the chat.
Yeah.
And we'll get started here in a second.
Because I want as many people as possible to be an audience for these questions.
True.
Mm-hmm.
True. Dennis Baltimore, Yoda Darnell was good. Avery was good. Will Gatlin, you make fantastic content. Keep up the great work. So I don't know if you know this, but I got you see this new system? It's like a video capture system where you could put like.
I know, it's so high tech.
It's so high tech, right? Ooh, how tall is Kelley?
I am 5'8".
She's 5'8". She's a bit of a tallie. She's a bit of a tallie.
A tallie?
Guys, keep on coming into the chat. Listen, how's your cup doing over there?
Oh, it's
I gotta change the name of the how do I change the name of the comments? Let me see. settings. Invite you. All right, we're gonna get started in about 2 more minutes, guys. We get started in about 2 more minutes. So at 8:08, we get started at 8:08. While we're waiting to get started, how you been?
I've been really good.
You been all right?
Yeah, how you been?
When's the last time I see you? It's been a few weeks, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a little bit. Yeah.
A few. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you know this, but I was in Miami last week.
No, yes, I did know because we talked about I was in Atlanta and you were in Miami, and that's why.
That's right.
Yes, I was in.
Sorry, I had a busy week last week.
How was your Miami trip?
It's good.
You see that smile? Just like how my Atlanta trip.
No, it probably just wasn't like that. But
well, I'm saying my Atlanta trip was really good as well.
It was good?
But it probably was not the same as your trip.
And you've been to Atlanta before, right?
I frequent Atlanta often.
Oh, do you?
I do.
Okay. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Gotta keep you in the Midwest. That's what you do the best at. All right, guys, we're gonna get started in 1 more minute as people coming into the chat. Who else is coming in here? Who else? I can't read. There's like a delay on this thing. Sam, what's good?
It's 1 a.m. in England right now. Wow.
In England? PMP King, he's in England. Yo, what up, yo?
That's awesome.
What up? It's 8 o'clock over here. Listen, we're gonna have a full show for you guys. All right, we're gonna get started here in a couple of seconds. All right, you want to answer that question? What is your requirements for a potential partner husband? So actually, all right. So let me start it. Let me start. All right, we're getting started, guys. All right, there's enough playing games. It's enough playing games. What up, YouTube? I am your host, Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews. Back in here with yet one more video. Joined today by a very, 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 very special guest, the reigning champ, Kelley.
Hey, everybody. I want to say before we get started with all these great questions, thank you guys so much for all the love that I got from the voting that happened a few weeks ago. It really, I even text Mediocre tutorials.
Practically.
Right. That day that I saw the voting, I was sick in bed, with all like cold symptoms, but feeling really kind of crappy. And I just saw, he didn't even tell me about, this voting or anything like that. And I just happened to be just scrolling through, and it just made me feel so good. I mean, I felt really crappy and, was sick and everything, but to see how much love y'all gave me and really enjoyed me being a part of it, it just really made me feel good that day, even though I was pretty sick. So I thank you guys.
So they may not know what you're talking about because only a portion of them. So like, this is actually one of the cool things that you can do on this. So I can actually go over to the community. How do I do it? Gosh, I don't know. I was so confident. Wait, how do I share screen? So
we're figuring it out as we go along.
Application window. Yeah. So
do you want me to tell them the background of it?
No, I was just going to show them.
Oh.
So it's this one.
Okay.
Sorry, I've been posting a lot lately.
It ain't that one.
This post right here. So I didn't tell anybody I was going to be doing this post right here when I was saying 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Who would you want to see back? So I had not told you I didn't tell any of the guests that I was going to be doing something like that. Actually, one of my other guests, who's actually not on this 1 through 5, gave me that idea. One of my other female guests. I was like, oh, let me try it out. This got so much interaction. It was crazy.
Yeah,
it was crazy. So I'm gonna keep on doing stuff like that before. So pretty much, it was between you and Tiffany. It was between you and Tiffany.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, do I have to do a live stream with both Kelley and Tiffany at the same time? What you think about that?
I would be up for it.
You be up for it? Do you know Tiffany?
No, I've never met Tiffany.
You never met her? Mm-mm. That's what we gotta aim for. We gotta do a Tiffany, Kelley, you know, battle for the Midwest cutie pie.
Oh, we're not battling.
The reigning champ.
We're not battling.
Yo, what up, everyone coming into the channel? Cruella, Darrell. Yeah, we are. Let me tell you something. That's all thanks to y'all. Listen, I appreciate the support. Listen, I got a new Patreon that's out. I already got 4 patrons that's already on it. So shout out to y'all. You know, you already know who you are. Go up there, go up to the Patreon. We'll put it back up on the. I haven't told you about the Patreon yet. We can get into it in a second, but I'm gonna put it back on the screen. Feel free to go there and keep continuing to show your boy support. So as you guys know, I got a new camera and I also just got a new light too. Yeah, that's up here right now. Nice. Right. So that like this is much better quality than remember we had the webcam. The webcam hashtag progress over perfection. Hashtag progress over perfection. So we really appreciate you guys and all the support. Another thing is that what's starting to happen as well, guys, is I'm starting to get like way too many video requests. So here's gonna be the new process going forward. You can continue to keep on sending emails to mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com, but do know I have to prioritize my patrons over any other requests that I have. And often when I'm finding out in the limited time that I have in a month that I don't have any more extra time besides the patron limit, right? So feel free to continue to go up there and show support, and I will be able to react accordingly depending upon my time availability. Shao Kahn Shoulder Charge was good. Patron supporter in the house. I see you, my G. I see you, my G. Sam, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm coming with that quality. I'm not playing any more games. You hear with my man Jay?
Oh, Lord.
Ooh, we got some savages on here tonight. All right. So listen. Yeah, there's a $5 amount, there's a $15 amount, and there's also a $40 amount. Yeah, the $5 amount, that's probably gonna get you the most bang for your buck, but the $15 amount is when I'm going to give you video requests. So like, let me give you a quick example. I see Shao Kahn in the comments. What he just suggested to me, without a doubt, was gonna get me demonetized, but I gotta do the video, right? So even though it's gonna get me demonetized, because the word, I'm not even gonna say the word, I'm just gonna spell it, MGTO. I'm not even gonna spell the whole thing because I feel like YouTube algorithm just can pick up, you know what I'm talking about? The word, men go in their own. I'm not even gonna finish the whole sentence. It's because like they'll demonetize you if they come across words like that. So there it is. All right, you ready to get started, girl?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so listen, so I had, let me just check over here to make sure I got all the updates out the way. So I wanted to get on that. I wanted to talk about the Patreon real quick. Guys, also last week I was in Miami. We can get into like travels and stuff like that a little bit. But as you guys notice, the uploads hadn't slowed down, right? So like even when I'm abroad, you know, I can still upload videos through the power of my mobile phone. So, you know, keep on suggesting and I'll keep on uploading. Phineas, what's good, my G? What's good? I see you. That's Uncle Henshaw. That's Uncle Henshaw in there. She look like she cheat on you with your dad. Light-skinned women scam me. Big Watts. So the comments be, I be at work, like, and I check my comments at work, and then like, God forbid, I'm in a goddamn elevator, and then I check my comments, and I'm just like, yo, losing my mind in an elevator. Phineas. Thank you, my G, for the $10 super chat. Salute, Salute. I appreciate you. All right, you ready to get started? So listen, I had questions to ask you.
Yes.
You have questions to ask me. I wanted to change the name of the channel. of the video to Red Cup Talk. You know, You ever heard of, like the Jada Pinkett Smith, the Red Table Talk?
Yeah.
This is gonna be the Red Cup Talk. You ready? I need a cheers in order to get it started.
Red cup.
Salute.
Cheers.
Listen, go get y'all red cups. We're gonna be here for a little while. You're supposed to drink it after you cheers. That's disrespectful that you just put it back down. It's okay, I'll forgive you. All right. So listen, on my community post, I had one particular question for Kelley, and I wanted to get into, I don't know, did you see the community post?
I did see the community post, but I don't remember what the question was.
All right, so here's the question, and I should probably go into it on the computer screen. Are women capable of accepting / submitting to a man that makes less money than she does? From William Reed.
Okay.
Hopefully William's down in here so he can see the answer to this question.
So William, I did see that question and I was thinking about it. Whew, that's
toughy.
That's tough because I guess it's like how he handles making less money. So if he is like trying to be like dominant and like, you know, even though she brings more money in, but he wants to be like in control of everything, I think that would be challenging to be like submitting to that. Like, how are you going to be telling me what to do when you're not contributing to anything? That would be hard.
When you mean contributing, you mean financially,
yeah, financial. Isn't that what he's saying?
Yeah, financially. Yeah, and I was thinking about this actually earlier today because I know someone who, I mean, she probably makes like $300,000-$400,000 a year.
Yeah.
And her significant other is probably at like $100,000.
Okay.
And what I came to the conclusion of is I feel like it depends. Like you get diminishing returns when you get over $100,000 a year, right? Like once you start to get over $100,000 a year, I feel like it's like, well, everyone makes good money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you're making $30,000 a year and she's making $80,000 a year, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a much different conversation. But at the same time, I look at their relationship, the people that's in my mind that I'm thinking about right now. And he don't lead. He's not a leading type.
Oh, okay.
He's much more the passive sit back and allow whatever happened to happen. And that's not my style. Sure. So I think like when you say like it depends on the attitude, like it depends like how they do. I think it's really indicative of the personality. Because there's some men, I feel like if he wasn't that style, he wouldn't be able to be in a relationship with her because she is alpha. She's like mega alpha. Yeah. But because of his personality, it kind of allows it to kind of work, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would agree that probably. Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's tough though.
All right. So like let's say you made $80,000 a year. And let's say a dude made $45,000 a year. And you found that out. And both of y'all knew each other's financial status. Would you deselect him because of his inability to contribute as much as you?
No, I wouldn't necessarily do that. It's just how, I don't know. I guess how he handles him making $45,000 and how we can agree financially. Like, I guess my thing is like, don't feel like you can control everything when you're not contributing as much. And like you pull that I'm the man, submit to me card out. That would be the challenging part for me.
So he can do that if he makes a lot more money?
Well, no, I don't want him to do that at all.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, like, it would be even more challenging for me if you contribute like a lot less and then you want to be in control of everything.
Okay.
Yeah. What are these people saying?
So let me see. So Shao Kahn says, what do you think of demonetization says about the gender of those pushing the censorship? I mean, you gotta look at the city of where the company of Google is, Google, YouTube. Like it's super left wing, so they're gonna be pushing extremely or censoring not left agenda. You know, like it's just something that needs to happen. Although I do think that you know what he's talking about? How the censorship online.
No.
Yo, shout to Solo TV. Solo TV, $5 super chat. Thank you very much. My fellow content creator, I appreciate you. What's good, bro? I see you. Keep doing your thing. But when you finna do a Solo TV review, shaking my head. Solo is coming. It's coming. I'm gonna give a review sometime soon in the future. Have you seen Solo's videos? Yeah, we're gonna do a review solo. My apologies. I'm backlogged. All right. I just got back from traveling. I apologize. I'll get up on it. All right. My fault.
He said money generates fake confidence in women.
What you feel about that?
It gives them fake confidence.
Money.
Yeah. No. I'm saying, yeah, the money making them have fake confidence. The more money a woman makes and the more established she is, the more her requirements for a man become unreasonable. I don't agree with that.
Talk about it.
I feel like my requirements are the same no matter what this person is making.
Yeah, I don't.
It's not dictating upon, if he is, a millionaire, he can get away with this. And if he makes only $50,000, he can get away with this. No, the requirements of respect and faithfulness and loyalty and, all of those things, that's universal. It doesn't matter what he makes.
You don't feel like your requirements might drop the more money that he has?
No. The things that I just said are some of my requirements. I'm not going to change those requirements because.
But you conceded earlier that if he makes less money, you are way less willing to deal with him taking authority in a relationship.
I still don't want to. Even if he made more money, I still don't want it to be like a controlling situation that he feels he can dominate over me. That's regardless of what his financial status is. I don't want that ever to feel like this person and I wouldn't say a lot of times, I don't know from personal experience, but I have heard that, when someone makes a lot of money, they feel that they have the right to be more, chauvinistic, I guess is a word to say. But no, like I don't feel like you should be treated differently just because you make more money or less money.
I think that I think it sounds good, but it's not actually what happens. Like you said it yourself earlier that there's it's way more egregious if he makes less than you and he's trying to take control in a situation.
Yeah, I know.
Did you say that? I'm pretty sure you did.
Yeah. I don't like it in any tier is what I'm saying.
So you don't like a man to take control?
No, I'm not saying I don't like
You're confusing me Midwest.
Okay, I'm not trying to confuse anyone. I'm just saying I don't want I don't mind him taking control. I don't want to be that he is being like a dictator or a like you have to like submit to me and like an aggressor like that. No, I don't want that in any situation.
I don't think that's. I think it's an outlier, right? Like I don't think that there's there's not people. We're not. So when I say like submit and rib, we don't mean like that he's a dictator. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Grateful Living. Thank you much for the $2 super chat. If I don't care if I dated Oprah, I'm the man. That is real. That is so real.
Stedman is able to walk in his manhood and be who he is. And he doesn't step on Oprah's toes either. Like they just do their own thing as far as what I know.
Big K, thank you for the $5 super chat. Kelley is cute and very feminine. Can she cook and fix a plate?
Oh, he said Stedman.
Wait a minute, hold on. We just asked you a question.
Oh, can I cook and fix a plate? Yes, Big K, I can.
What type of plates can you fix? Let's talk about it real quick.
I'm good at cooking at.
Mm-hmm.
So I cook a lot of healthy things. A specialty of mine is salmon. I cook a really good I know that probably sounds like salmon, but salmon, and I make these like this marinade that's really good too. But I cook pretty simplistic.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty simplistic at what I cook, but.
Okay. So like during Thanksgiving, are you participating in the?
Yes, I'm in charge of bringing the green bean casserole is what I'm supposed to bring.
So that's your specialty during Thanksgiving. Are you bringing that this year?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So listen. So let me take a quick pause. So thank you very much for everyone that's donating in the super chats.
Yeah, that's kind.
Really kind. Really appreciate you guys again for all of the support. You see this? Like I see Dapper. What up, Dapper Romeo? I see you down there. What's up with the 720p pimp? Listen, man, that's all thanks to y'all. That's all thanks to you guys. As the ads play in the videos, instead of hitting the skip button, you let that bitch ride the fuck out. That's all thanks to y'all, because I'm taking the dollars and I'm reinvesting it back into the channel. So I got a whole new light that I just set up right here, which is, reflecting well on the Midwest cutie pie skin tone. So, and also I got a new camera as well a few weeks ago.
That's very nice.
So it's going to reflect in that. Yo, it reminded me of that too. I wasn't gonna joke on that. You saw on when Cat Williams was talking to that radio show host, Wanda, was it Wanda? It wasn't Wanda Sykes. It was Wanda something. And he was asking, first of all, she started to come at him because he was making comments about Tiffany Haddish.
Okay.
But what he was saying was actually facts. It was actually very true, but she got defensive because he felt like it was a man coming at a woman. But anyway, but then he's like firing back at her. Number one, like you never want to just come out off the top against a comedian, like, because that's what they do. That's what they do for a living, like, is to be witty. But then he started asking, like, what does she cook? And then she was like, oh, I cook, like, I steam some broccoli. And then he starts going in because he's just like, hey, how do you can't burn broccoli? You know what I mean? Like,
so are you guys trying to say said, I can't really cook?
What are the ingredients of broccoli? Hot water. That's really it. All right. Oh yeah, this live stream look good, man. What's good? Oh yeah, we playing no games over here. You know what? I got the stream, y'all. I don't know if you guys noticed. Look at the top right corner. You see that MTR? I created that last night at about 11:39 p.m. on Photoshop. All right. And then thanks to you guys' support, I bought a membership to this streaming service called StreamYard. So now I can add things like this, like logos and stuff like that. Like, look at this cool shit. I can change.
Yeah, look, it has like the live.
You like that shit, girl? Wait, hold on. I'm gonna try this out real quick. Oh, look at that! Look at that! I got overlays with shit. I ain't playing no games with y'all no more. I ain't playing no. Look, I can change the logo. Oh, can y'all see that? That's the channel logo.
People have joined us, which is 57, right?
Yeah. Look, I can change the types of banners. Look, I ain't playing with y'all today. All right, listen, we're going to stop paying as much attention to the chat. We're going to focus on the questions that we have. So, guys, we won't be able to see every chat that comes by. I was looking at a component of my last videos, and what I noticed is that we pay way too much attention in going through the comments and not just talking to y'all. Yeah. So I'll be able to see the super chats as they come across. You know what I'm saying? I'll be able to catch a couple of your questions, but we can just continue to talk, and we'll kind of go from there. All right, so Kelley, so I know that you had a couple of questions. Do you want to get started on your questions? She read she didn't want to tell me the questions. I'm like, Kelley, what kind of questions did you bring over here? Your Midwest cutie pie. She was like, well, I just have a couple. What are they? I'm just gonna talk through a couple of them. What are they? Show me some respect.
Well, I know that we're not gonna focus on the chat, but I do kind of want to hear from the audience because we want it to be interactive about what at least my questions I want to know. Okay, so my question is. And this is pertaining to all the guys. So, guys, I want to hear your answer. So obviously, men and women are very different, and women, we tend to, or at least I'll speak for myself because I don't want to generalize it. I come from a lens of emotion. When a guy has gone through something traumatic in his life, for example, has a terminal illness, or his mother passed away, or he lost his job, what is the best way for a significant other to show their support? So that's my question.
To show support?
To show support, because men tend to respond to those types of situations different than females.
Yeah.
So when you are in that situation, I don't know if continuing to call you or text you and like check up on you is the right way to handle it, or to give you more space, or how is the best way for a woman to show support, like in that example of like when you guys have gone through a traumatic situation?
Just one question. I answered that. I just want to say, Sir Trice, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Mm-hmm. I really appreciate it, my G. Shout out to MTR. Love the channel and the format. You really want to go there, do some Ron Willis viz. Much respect, bro. Listen, I have requests from other subscribers that say Ron Willis. I have one of my guy friends coming through on Sunday, and we're gonna hit some Ron Willis videos. I know Chris Z, if he's still in the chat, he's been requesting for me to do Ron Willis as well. So trust and believe, I'm gonna go and try to do some content to him as well. I get the feeling that I need a dude up here to appropriately go over the video, because I don't wanna scorn the ears of a Midwest cutie pie. Okay. Anyway, so to answer your question, I feel like let me try to answer this with using myself as an example. So recently I had a relatively traumatic experience happen. I had someone very close to me not wake up. Wow. He was a mentor to me. He was a friend to me. He's one of the first people that I met when I moved into the city. He was a fantastic father. There's been a couple of fathers throughout my life that I would want to model myself after. Number one is my own pops. He was one of those guys that you would want to model yourself after. Had an ever giving heart. I mean, in terms of, his ability to give back to the community. He took so much of his time to dedicate it to getting disadvantaged youth, folks that look like me and you, in a position at the company that I worked for to change their lives, change the history of their families' lives by giving them an opportunity that maybe they wouldn't have had the availability or the opportunity to do that unless he gave them that opportunity. So as I think back to that situation, what I had two particular women in my general vicinity. God, I gotta get this, but I want to finish talking. Fuck. Sorry. Hello? Hey, you at the door? Sorry, guys. All right, I'm coming out right now. Just leave it at the front door. It's Amazon. All right, bye. Sorry, guys. I can't edit. I had to get that it was Amazon. It's there at the front door. Anyway, so what really rang true to me is that I had two particular women in my life, and one didn't even acknowledge, didn't even ask the name of my friend, didn't even understand it was more like in a situation of hurry up and feel better. And I had someone else in my life that it wasn't hurry up and feel better. It was, what do you need in order to feel better about this situation? And it came from a much more understanding. So I say that to say, like, I had the two situations that happened in the same time. And in my mind, I took note of when the young woman was an actual nurturer in the situation, right? Like not trying to force me or push me down a certain path. Sure. Right, like, or just say that you should get better, like your mood should be feeling better. Like right, like that's what a dude would do. Like I would expect my guy friends to do that, and I didn't just accept and acknowledge that because those are my guy friends. You know what I'm saying? But to see her do that versus having an example of a nurturer, right? Like someone who's truly a nurturer and like listening and understanding and making herself available, you know, if I wanted to talk to her about something, you know, other things. Now the thing is like, I didn't take her up on her offer, right, to talk about it, because I feel like as a man, right, there's only but so much I'm going to show. But, you know, we talk about this on the channel, and there's a difference between being emotional. Like, you're going to feel, as a man, you're going to have emotions, guys. Well, let's not act like we don't have emotions, but it's often what do we do to interact with these emotions that really separate you as a man and not a man, right? So I say all that to say, I think making yourself available, right? And saying within that, like giving him the opportunity that if he wants to engage with you to talk about those things, he has the opportunity to be able to do so. And then your ear is there, but don't try to push him. Don't try to force him. Don't try to, you know, you just have to be an enabler of opportunity. Because I tell you what, like, I have a really, really small family, and I haven't been affected by death, even with like uncles and stuff like in my family, as much as I have with this dude. Oh, wow. And I mean, it's actually one thing that's going to take up a lot of my time in the next 2 months or so, is that, so he has two boys. He has a 17-year-old and a 19-year-old. And this is how I used to ask him, because like we've taken road trips to help recruit, you know, minority youth up to, you know, the company that I work for. Like legit, I've been taking trips with him. And one thing that he used to tell me is, you know, this is my purpose. This is my passion. Like, and I used to get in a room with him, and he would talk about, you know, to these kids and just be, you know, what the organization could do and how it can change their lives. And I used to see him, I used to be like, man, like I want that type of purpose within my life. And I used to ask him, I said, you know, so what really drives you? What drives you towards that purpose? And he started talking about, you know, just being able to pull back, because he was in that position at one time. But then what he also said is that it's because as I change people's or attempt to change people's lives like yours, I want you to do the same things for my sons. And that's something that he would always tell me. And I'm cool with his sons. They're 17 and 19. I'm obviously much older, but I see a lot of myself within them as well. So one thing that I'm going to be doing, I'm taking so much time in explaining this. So one thing that I'm going to be doing is creating a video for his sons, where I can actually interview people that my friend affected their lives, so that this, because the sons, you know, because your sons are only going to see as a father what you show them, and they're not, your father's not going to go back home and talk about all the change that he's been able to make in their lives. But I want to make it abundantly clear that, number one, even though your father is gone, there is men figures around you to help you, to support you, but also your pops was the shit. And then let me have all these people tell you why your pops was the shit, and put it on wax so they can replay it back years to come. All right, so listen, there's a package at the door real quick, but I just saw a couple of super chats come in. So let me just show quick respect real quick. Leo Anthony, keep doing your thing, bro. We see growth. I wholeheartedly appreciate you, Leo. Wholeheartedly appreciate you. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. You see this, we're trying to improve everything we got going on, but thanks to Kelley, we have fantastic content coming for you guys. All right. Thank you so much, Leo. Phineas, from a combat vet, be attentive, but be patient. Keep checking on him. If you're close enough, he will eventually talk. And that's Uncle Phineas right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I didn't read that before I started talking, but that's essentially what I was trying to say. Yeah. You know, enable the opportunity. Let them know that you are in talking distance.
I think it just confirmed what I'm doing currently, so I appreciate that.
Good. Good. I'm glad that came naturally like that to you.
It did.
Real quick, amazing question, by the way.
Oh, wait until you hear some more.
Okay, well, yeah, we're about to get into it. Shao Kahn, show the charge. My G. Thank you for the $4.99 $5 super chat, my G. What are your thoughts on the recent comment about how men experience emotion? Your recent comment about how men experience emotion. Oh, so Shao Kahn's comment said that men actually experience emotion more than women. And I thought it was a good comment. It was a good comment. Guys, go back on my last channel. Like, I feel like I want to bring it up right here because Shao Kahn often articulates things in a way, and his grammar is impeccable. I feel like he's like an English teacher or something like that. His grammar is just spot on. I don't know. Just, you know, what's funny? I was actually having a conversation 2 days ago with a couple of young ladies that's sitting at the in the cafeteria that I work at, and we were talking about how men experience emotions versus how women experience emotions. And I think without a doubt, we feel shit more than y'all do. We feel it harder. And I think like a lot of that has to do with, I think, our base of logic. Like, if you can logically, if it makes logical sense, if it makes rational sense for you to interact with me and I allow you into my life, and then you upend my logic with your bullshit, it's like way harder to deal with. And especially because it takes y'all a shorter amount of time to fall. It takes us a longer amount of time. But I think like the shorter amount of time for women is really indicative of that you guys, as you said earlier, sit more within your emotions. So you can kind of waver within that back and forth depending upon kind of what's happening around you. I think because men, that's not our base. We experience it at a different rate. So if emotion or feelings does get involved, then we're already locked in. If it happens to us, like, you know, and I think like a lot of that is when you get, you know, red pill rage, when you get like the MGTOW community, you know, it's because it's experiencing things that is so like, you don't really see, like, you don't see at all like women go their own way communities on the internet. Like, it's men go their own way. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think we experience it way more traumatically than what y'all do. Can you give quick thoughts on that? And then let me go look. I think my package is sitting on the thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, just quick. I'll be right back.
Okay, so since we're gonna what? I'm laughing because this Dapper Romeo is.
Did you?
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, you can say whatever you want, girl. Did you talk about this one? Men experience emotion.
Mm-mm.
You don't have an opinion on that one?
No.
Okay. But again, Shao Kahn, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much for the support as always, brother. Anthony Golson with no message. Thank you for the $10 super chat, my G, with no message. Ghost message. Thank you so much, my G.
Do you want to continue on a mic? I don't know what this. He said Jeff Bezos is at the door.
Book of Alpha, Dr. B.O.A. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat, King. I wholeheartedly appreciate you. Everybody in the channel, go over to Dr. Book of Alpha, Dr. B.O.A. Go take a look at his content. He's over there just speaking straight facts. Go over there, subscribe, hit that alert button, and then come right back. And then come right back. Dr. B.O.A., thank you so much, my G, for the $5 super chat. Women fall more quickly. Men fall harder, and therefore hurt worse after the breakup. Salute, homie. Yeah, wholeheartedly agree. Wholeheartedly agree. Mm-hmm. So you agree with all of that?
I do agree.
Okay.
I do agree.
Okay. All right. So we got people that's already asking for the next question because your first one was just so good.
Okay, so my next question is, can a guy, if they see a girl, spot immediately just by like interacting with her or looking at her whether or not she's in a relationship or has a lot of relationship experience?
So just sorry, I missed part of it.
There's two questions. Like, so a guy spots a female, and by interacting with her, can he immediately tell if she's taken or not, or in a relationship, or just by their interactions, tell if she has like relationship experience? Is that something you can like tell?
All right, listen. We're seeing some yeses. Listen, let's survey everyone in the chat room. Put a 1 down in the put a 1 if you agree, if you feel like you can look at someone and just tell, and put a 2 if you feel like you cannot just tell. I want to survey everyone that's over here. Let's see what you guys have to say real quick. A 1 if you can, a 2 if you can. Yeah. Good questions.
Hey, I told you I prepared for this.
Yeah. Listen, you want to shout out your channel real quick as we get into results?
Yeah.
Come on, girl.
And also, I appreciate all the people that have subscribed to my channel, particularly because you've seen me on this channel. But my channel is called Let's Talk About It with Kelley Michelle. And most of my content, all of my content right now is a thing I do. It's called Tuesday Thoughts, and it's just 60 seconds of inspiration on a Tuesday morning. Usually is when I post it. So my channel is very inspiring, inspirational, uplifting, and this one here, Mediocre Tutorials, has made some I guess I wouldn't say debut because it's not a debut. You've been on it quite a few times for my Tuesday Thoughts. But yeah, please check out my channel. Let's Talk About It with Kelley Michelle.
Boom. Let's talk about it with Kelley Michelle. Feel free to go over there, go subscribe, and then come back.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do that. You know what I mean? So, all right. So we got I'll be honest. I believe it was like 50. It was like 50-50. We got a bunch of 1s. We got a bunch of 2s.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I say it. So I'll say it like this. I think it's 50-50. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. You know what I mean? I saw one. Wait, where did the one go? It was the wait, hold up.
Oh, I can see you guys are subscribing. Thank you.
Oh, you get notifications?
I do.
I gotta turn those off. I gotta turn those off.
You have so many, I know.
No. It's just it gets even when I did it, I had to turn it off because like I feel like I would get so consumed with it. What do you think about Will demolishes the 1,000 cock stare? She doesn't understand what you're talking about. She's too much of a Midwest cutie pie.
Oh.
Too much of a Midwest. All right, let me go back to the bottom of the chat. Yeah, like I feel like this one's 50-50 sometimes. So listen, like I would say the more experience that I have, the better that I have gotten at it. Like the much better that I've gotten at it. And now I feel like for me it's not 50-50. Now I feel like it's more like 90-10.
Okay.
I feel like it's 90-10, but the thing is like I always try to get the Carfax, the whole facts, whatever it is, before you put substantial time in it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want it to go that far, I don't care. Like 99% of the time, I don't care, right? But like I feel like it's important if you want to take it to that next level. So, I feel like nowadays I'm pretty good at it.
Okay.
Like I could look at you immediately when I met you. I was like,
oh Lord.
I was like, ugh.
Okay.
She's a cutie pie. You don't like the name Midwest cutie pie?
I don't know what it means. That's why.
You don't know what it means? What do you think it means?
I don't know.
What do you think it means?
Look at Mark B. He just did 10.
Don't you change the subject on me. What up, Mark? I see the grind, my G. Keep up the good work. Mark, I always appreciate the love and the support. support, my G. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat, Mark.
Oh, I'm not standing up.
Mark always is in here showing love and support. Thank you so much, my G.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you so much. Can you stand up? Yo, Dapper is hilarious.
Yes, you are. You guys tell me what a Midwest cutie means. What is your definition of it? I want to know from the audience.
That's your title on the channel. You know.
I just want to know what they think it
means. Midwest cutie pie. All right, we want to ask some more questions. You ready for the next one, girl? Oh, Phineas Henshaw, Uncle Phineas. Thank you for the $5 super chat again, my G. Women who are happy in relationship act like they are. The rest act single.
A wholesome lady. Oh, that's a good definition.
Wait, hold up. You gotta respect my man Phineas just real quick, okay?
I do respect Phineas. Thank you, Phineas.
Women who are happy in a relationship act like they are. The rest are single. Mm-hmm. How you feel about that?
Yes, I agree. Sam S., I agree. A Midwest cutie is a wholesome lady, a wholesome girl.
Mediocre, stop hitting on her. I'm not hitting on her. I'm not hitting on Kelley. What are you talking about, Matthew? What are you talking about? I always talk to her like this. Am I lying?
No, you are.
This is always
asking for a friend.
I'm always messing with her.
You look.
Yo, MTR, I'm trying to stock my crib with some alcohol. What do you recommend? All right, listen to me. Listen to me. This is very important. Listen to me. There's two things that you have to have on deck if you want to invite a lady to your crib. Mm-hmm. You got to have the correct liquor combination, and you got to have the correct music. Okay? You got to have the correct liquor combination, and you got to have the correct music. I would say, I know this wasn't your question, but we're going to focus on music real quick.
That's fine.
You can never go wrong with 90s R&B.
Oh, yes, for sure.
See, look.
Yeah.
Prime example. You can never go wrong with 90s R&B. Listen, I'm gonna take a quick listen, patreon.com/MTNR. Feel free to go out there and see the different benefit tiers and packages. If you guys have video requests, it's now going to be prioritized based off of Patreon as well. So feel free to go down there and just see what we have in store over there. But thank you all very much for your support, reinvesting it back into the channel in order to keep on improving. All right. Now, as far as liquor, you always want to have a combination of light and browns, because there's some women that only mess with dark, and there's some women that only mess with light because they had something that happened to them back in high school or undergrad that either only bang with one or the other. Okay. Now, I would say I wouldn't go flavors. Here's why. I feel like you can get flavors with the soda, right? Here's my go-to. Here's my favorite liquor ever, Asbach. You guys have never heard of it. My uncle told me about it. My uncle was a vet of the Army. He did a stint out in Germany, and he brought back knowledge of this German brandy called Asbach. I'm gonna put it down into the chat. Oh, baby making music. You're goddamn right. Listen, here's the name of don't say I never gave y'all motherfuckers nothing, you savages. Asbach Uralt. That is my favorite dark liquor. It is like drinking soda. 40% alcohol, and it's so smooth. What's crazy is that when I went over to Germany this past summer, because it's German liquor, it was like $10 a bottle. Up here in the States, it's probably like $35 a bottle. And it's delicious. So if you want to impress her, go get you a bottle of Asbach Girl. She'll be like, what is this? I've never seen this before. And it goes to show you, like, we talk about this channel like red pill, blue pill. Like, and really all it is getting outside the matrix, getting outside the marketing, getting outside the media. Like, there's a bunch of liquors out there that are delicious that don't have a lot of advertising behind it, right? And that's one of them, delicious. So I would suggest you getting some Asbach Yarrow, my favorite. Do you have some? So what type of liquor, just to get a lady's perspective, what type of liquor?
I'm not the one to ask.
You drink?
Not very often.
Yeah, but when you do drink,
I drink some wine.
So you like wine?
Mm-hmm. I do.
What type of wine?
White wine preferably. I do like white wine, but my stomach is very sensitive, so I don't drink often.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty sensitive.
What's up, Pip Cheerio? Oh Lord, Kelley, MTR just threw you to the wolves, bring you on live. LOL, stay sharp, girl. Now, what you don't know is that she's been up on here before. Kelley was actually the first person that did a live stream with me. She went down. No, it's really unnerving to do this live stream stuff, especially to start off and do it. It was really unnerving, and she decided to do it with me.
4 hours.
It took us some time to figure it out, like hashtag progress over perfection.
Yes, but it was fun. It was good.
Thank you for the $2 super chat. Dance hall is the correct music. Per hitter P. PWR hitter P. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat, my G. You know what it is, but you know what's crazy? I live in the Midwest right now. I'm from New York. So we love, admire, and respect dance hall music. But in the Midwest, they don't really as much. You know what I mean? So like I remember like when I came down here like 2014-ish, I used to play dance hall music in the crib, and all the whole Ohio people would just be like, turn this shit off. I was like, what? How dare you disrespect? But yeah, 90s R&B, it isn't as synth music. No, motherfucker. That's when love was love. That's when love was good. Leo, show some goddamn respect. All right, we back down at the bottom. T Mouse, thank you for the $5 super chat, my G. Peace, both of y'all. Welcome to YouTube Live. Thank you so much, T Mouse, for the $5 super chat. Thank you. You're right. You interacting with the comments, but not with the people, girl.
No, you were shouting out people, and I was.
All right, you want to get to some more questions?
I was laughing because Jonathan said Granny drank the white Zinfandel. I think that's what
she drank the white Zinf.
Mm-hmm. And okay, so Matt, question is, can men and women really be just friends? Yes. No, scroll down.
Where you see that at?
Scroll down.
That's all the way at the bottom.
Oh, okay. Scroll up. Oh, yeah. There you go. Yes. Well, in my case, yes. Yeah. Okay. You're shaking your head no.
No.
Okay. Well, in my case, yes. One of my closest friends is a male, and we are absolutely just platonic friends.
He wanted you at some point.
Okay. If you say so. But we are just, I actually have a handful of guys that are just friends. Now, I will say, maybe at one point they had an interest, but then once it was established that that's not the route we were going, they were fine with just being friends.
I'm gonna ask you a very real question. Yeah. I want you to give me a full, complete, truthful answer.
Yeah.
These guy friends that you talk about.
Yeah.
You invited them over.
Oh, sorry.
You left the door unlocked.
Mm-hmm.
You said, "Hey, listen, meet me in the bedroom." Mm-hmm. And they walked in the bedroom, and you were declothed. Waiting in doggy style. You don't think that they would slip into whatever you're throwing at them? I rest my case.
I mean, I feel like if I probably led them on that way, then maybe.
So then, are they really friends then?
Yeah, why wouldn't they be? I mean, why wouldn't they be friends? Can't you be your friend but have like self-control and not like you choose to not take it there? Like, does that mean that you're not a friend then?
When I feel like I think it's really important to consider that the people that you have in and around you could be there for the season because of where you are in their life. Like someone else just said into the chat right now, like if you get a boyfriend, that contact might deplete. But the idea that they can have your time and attention is what could keep them around for that time. So
well, I feel
like we first have to define what a friend is, because in my mind, a friend would never try to, like, I got some friends. So look, I just got a question. Oh wait, I got some extra super chats. Sorry guys, it's kind of hard to see the super chats in this format. Kenny Burgess, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Kenny, at least write a message. Some of you motherfuckers be so anonymous. You got no profile picture and no goddamn message. So next time, write a damn message, Kenny. I appreciate you for the $10 super chat, my G. I appreciate you. My man MTR, in y'all's opinions, if we legalize prostitution, how would it affect the dating game? And also, I like Kelley and all, but when Felicia coming back? Much love from Miami. Chris Z. Chris, number one, I'm gonna be working on that Ron Willis video, bro. Every time you come in here, you show love and support and respect. I just gotta get the time. I'm working on it on Sunday. I'll get to that video. I was actually texting Felicia today. She's just been busy. I'll get her back in here. She's ready to come back whenever. Felicia's down. She actually works not too far where I live at, so I'll definitely have her back. If we legalize prostitution, I think prostitution should be legalized. Now, it's coming from a young man that doesn't have a daughter, right? Like, I think it should be. I think there's a lot of things that America makes illegal that should not be illegal. I think it would solve a lot of, because like, why do we have porn, but we have prostitution? It doesn't make sense, like at all. How would I think affect the dating game? I don't think it would affect it much, because people are out here still messing with prostitutes, whether or not it's illegal. And in fact, all you gotta do is go on Tinder. Like, there's a fine line between prostitution and dating. Like, there's a fine line. I mean, it just depends on the intention of the two people. So that's why I think about it. Not too much. You got any thoughts on that?
No.
You all right? You clamming up? What's
no,
up?
I'm fine. No, I was thinking more about what we were just talking about men and women truly being friends. And you were saying, well, when I have a boyfriend, then it's different. And I do agree with that.
Yeah.
So the friendships that I have with my male friends, they have changed. Just the interaction and stuff has changed when I'm in relationship, which I mean is
now what I will say though was that one of the questions I saw, I can't find it right now, is they asked me if I have any female friends. Yes, I do. The majority of my female friends I gained before high school. Like the ones that like they'll still hit me up, like we all, but like there's never, like I never have, and it's because I was friends with them before puberty. I was friends with them before puberty. Now at the same time, I feel like most of the people that I generally interact with or have started to interact with, usually that will happen because there's some type of attraction, either from one party, the other, or both, right? No, at the same time, like I don't feel like men and women, right? Like when I think of friendship, I think of no attraction.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think true friends. There's not.
There
you go. Fix them shoulders, girl. Camera right here. Camera right here. Let's get you in there. All right. You're a 10 out of 10 on the Midwest cutie pie scale today. All right. Big K. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Abolish the N-word. Damn, that's gonna be tough for me to take out my vocabulary, but yeah, sure. Let's do that.
Friends, no.
I love Brent. Huh?
I guess I'm still on that. If you're friends with a person, you have no attraction to them. That's okay.
Let's talk about it. I love Brandon. Want to show acknowledgement to you real quick, my G. Most of the men women deem as friends aren't really their friends. I agree. They're opportunists. The only reason you see them as such is because you're not attracted to them. Very true. Okay. That's what we're saying. Again, going back. Oh, beta orbiters. I think it's just. So there's a business relationship, right? Like there's some type of if there's a business relationship, there's some type of opportunity that you both might be creating together. If it's a friendship, I don't think that. Like I think true friends. So like my friends with my true just friends, notwithstanding of everything, I don't feel like there's an attraction. Now you might have people around you that you're attracted to, and I would say those fit in a separate bucket. So, but I think you're combining those two buckets together.
So you can find them attractive, but not be attracted to them. Is that what you're saying?
Sure. So I have friends. So like my pre-high school friends, they're attractive.
Yeah, that's
women.
What I'm saying. Yeah.
But like, there's so much history. Like, there's not.
You're just not personally attracted to them.
But they're attractive people.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So that's how my like guy friends are. Like,
no, they're attracted.
Well, I'm not saying they're not attracted to me, but I'm not attracted to them. Like, I feel like they're attractive guys, but I'm not attracted to them.
You don't think they're attracted to you?
I mean, they probably are, but I'm just saying what is going on with me.
So do you think it's a friendship if they're attracted to
you? The way that you're explaining it makes me question it. But I feel like they're not upset about where I am currently. You know, like if they weren't friends because I am exploring something with someone else, like they haven't cut me off as a friend, so I feel like that's a real friend. No, I don't know. Let's keep going.
Get you. You all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
Guys, I'm gonna make the banners.
I mean, does that make sense? Or they just are waiting for that to fall apart?
Sorry, I'm gonna make these banners a little bit smaller. I think that it might change a lot once if you get into a relationship or you have, I think that,
as what I'm currently involved in grows. Yeah, but it has changed.
But at the same time, if you called them tonight and he was like, listen, I've been thinking about a friendship for a period of time, and there's just something about the way that you orbit me that is just, I want you in my life. They would probably be like, okay, yeah, I've been waiting for this. I've been orbiting around you for a great deal of time. I've been in and out of your dating relationships. You talk to me about the shit I don't want to hear about it, right? Let's do this thing. You don't know?
No, the person I'm thinking of, I think you'd be like, absolutely no. Like, we know we're not compatible in a romantic sense. We know that we flow as friends. I mean, it's just... It would be awful if we were romantic. It just would be.
All right.
Moving on.
Moving on. Anthony Golson, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Anthony, one of my frequent subscribers, supporters, wholeheartedly appreciate you, my G. You can't be friends because the guy will always want to sleep with you, and the friendship will end when you get a husband and vice versa. Yeah, like my pre-high school female friends, like one is married, we still cool, right? Like the other one is not married, but like I was texting her earlier today, she's sending me pictures of her son. So let me go back down to the bottom. All right, we're at the bottom of the chat now. All right, you ready to read one more question? You got fantastic questions down there. You ready? Got my Amazon package. Thank you guys for taking the time sitting in here while I ran out to go get that.
Okay, so This next question is, what is the biggest turnoffs for a guy? And you guys can share your comments.
Biggest turnoffs for a guy. Listen, as they're putting those questions in, what's your drink doing over there?
It is sitting right over there.
You drank some?
A little bit. You can have as much as you want.
Biggest turnoffs, guys, put them down in the chat so we're going to talk about it.
I would like to know what the biggest turnoffs are.
The Midwest Cutie Pie wants to know.
Well, this is for all the girls too. I just want to hear your thoughts. I'd love to hear the males.
My man Dapper. It's probably your hair. It's probably what he's about to say. It's probably your hair. It's probably your hair.
Probably my hair.
It's hers, hair. Dapper. I know. He's a fan of that. He's a fan of that.
This is all. What?
3 nipples. That's what I be talking about. I got the best subscribers.
Lord.
I got the best subs. Disrespectful.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Disrespectful behavior. I just had a conversation not too long ago, and I haven't uploaded the video yet. I'm about to upload it to my Patreon account. And it was just that. It was about what guys don't like in certain Black women.
Oh. And
that is disrespect. So I'm gonna have a full conversation and discussion about that. And it was 2 of them, two new females and me. And they was going in. So you know what I mean? Jay Nash, that's Jordan. Jordan, where are you? Come through, bro.
Yeah,
Jordan, where are you?
I wanted you to come.
Jordan, come through.
Yeah.
Jordan, come through, for real. DeJuan Trades. DeJuan. You didn't go to Spelman.
No, I did not.
DeJuan went to Morehouse.
Oh.
DeJuan, we still got to connect, DeJuan. As you can see, I improved the webcam quality. J Doe, that's the Caps Locks King right there. What up? What up? Hope all is well with you. Hope all is well. Craziness and bad hygiene. Yo, craziness. That's what I tell him immediately when I meet him. I say, I don't want no drama. None. And at the point that I recognize it, it's a wrap, yo. And I let them know. And you let them know. No. J-Do. Don't you disrespect me like that. Unk. All right. We red cupping. It's the red cup. It's the red cup chill. All right. What else don't they like? An alpha woman who doesn't submit. Yeah, that's essentially what the video was about. And I start talking about it and they start losing their minds. It's one of those kind of videos where it's like, so a lot of times when I do videos, guys, like you could tell that they know that a video camera is on them. And there's other times that we do videos and it's like they forget the camera's on. That was one of the videos.
Big hair and a bad attitude. Dapper
don't like fake hair. The thing is that, like, you know, I grew up in the 90s where fake hair was a dime a dozen. Oh, that's mad real up there. I like what you're doing.
Oh, this is all me.
Go ahead, girl.
100%.
Go ahead, girl.
All of this.
Some women thinking that all they have is to be attractive as a qualifier for being in a relationship. Yeah, that shit pisses me off too.
Oh, yeah.
That shit pissing me off too. Women who speak about marriage within the first 6 months. Listen, I've been on dates and the marriage conversation comes up in the first date. And I'm like, oh man. Already? Already? Look at Uncle Phineas and J Doe. That's my 2 unks right there. That's my 2 unks right there. Listen. That's the love that I love to see. That's what I love to see. Listen, man, we creating a community over here. Listen, I actually had one of my Patreon supporters saying that I should do like a meetup somewhere. You know, write something down in the chat if you guys feel like I should do a meetup somewhere. And just so you guys know, in about 2 to 3 weeks, I'm going to be doing a celebration for anyone who's been a co-host on my channol, and I'm gonna invite them. You coming, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, if you're free, there's some people that have moved on outside of the city, so they won't be able to make it. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing it's gonna be catered by Chipotle. And I'm about to get a whole bunch of liquor and stuff like that. So, so it's like, it's crazy. It's like, in doing all of this extra work, creating an avenue for us to be able to connect and all of my co-hosts to be able to connect in a way that kind of pushes the culture forward, but then also as a platform for y'all to be able to connect as well. So I love to see like that. I love to see J Doe and Phineas hitting each other up. Like, I love to see that. You know what I'm saying? So salute my G's.
Charlotte is in the house. J Doe.
We got Charlotte in the house.
Yeah.
Yo, J Doe, say less. Actually, I have two co-hosts actually are moving down into Charlotte. I don't know if you remember the videos with Kyle and in my other video with Tia. They're both actually moving down into Charlotte, and then my mom's in Charlotte. So
I got family there too.
You got family there too?
My sisters.
We gotta hit up J Doe when we go down there. We gotta hit up J Doe when we down there.
Oh, Phineas,
Dallas. Listen, I love Dallas. Phineas, I love Dallas. Masculine women and ignorance is the biggest turnoff. You don't know anything about that masculine life, do you?
Being a masculine woman?
Yeah.
No, I'm very feminine.
What do you think plays into how feminine you are?
I don't want to say it's.
Listen, I'm gonna give her a second.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give her a second to think about that. While she's thinking about that, everybody put your cities down into the chat. We want to see.
Do a roll call.
We're gonna do a roll call, and then we're gonna double back to that.
Austin Texas in the house.
I'm gonna double back to that question here in a second. When a man has nothing to offer but his dick, Pip Cheerio's always going off in the chat. The dirty clothes on his back, his piss-stained air mattresses, and a cup of coffee. No shade to anyone tonight, though. You're Pip. Jesus. Pip, did you come over from watching Shira 7 and then you come to my channel? What's going on? I feel like, because I do videos on these alpha female types. So I get some of their subscribers that will come and then actually stay.
Ooh, Los Angeles and Nashville.
Roll call.
Nashville.
Yeah, Dallas, LA. Oh, Kenny, listen, you got land of the ladies out there. However glass and fake and made up that they are. Every time I go to LA, I'm like, God damn. Seattle. Yo, is it raining in Seattle? Probably. Yo, one of my best friends. So I went to Miami last week. One of my best friends, he lives in Seattle. He works for Amazon out there. If you guys see the picture, it's the dude to the left who slumped. He was wasted. Yo, I posted pictures. I posted a picture on my community tab.
Oh.
And he was slumped. That's why he looked so uncomfortable. I got people in there say he looked uncomfortable.
Sure Miami was quite a trip to remember.
What up, Brooklyn? BK in the building.
Baltimore, Maryland.
South Jersey. 20 minutes from Philly. The guy we used to be in
Philly.
We used to what exit?
Philly.
Yeah, that's exit. Man, so you're close to Wilmington. You take the turnpike all the way down, and then you hit South Jersey, and then Wilmington's that very next stop off of the turnpike. Yo, we
Detroit. I got a
Big Stomachs has
a
too
lot
many
of
kids.
love for Detroit. I have a lot of family in Detroit. A
Detroit.
whole lot of family.
Jers, what up, Jers? Houston, you think about that question while I'm doing this? No.
I don't remember what it was.
Feminine.
Oh, why am I so feminine? Okay. Yes, I'm thinking about it.
Stink ass smelling like fish attitude. Listen, yeah, I got a whole video on that shit coming. I have a whole video on that shit coming relatively soon. How much more time are you able to put in? So we're an hour and 20 minutes in. I don't want to take too much of your time. I'll show you guys shit to do tonight. How much more time do you want to put in, girl?
Oh, I didn't have other plans tonight.
Oh, all right. We'll keep going. Okay. Let me know if you in Atlanta. We got some drinks. Listen, I love Atlanta. I love Atlanta. I got boys. I
love Atlanta.
I got boys. I went to Morehouse down there, and goddamn, oh my god, it's crazy because like the curve of women changes depending upon your geography. Like what's considered a 9 in Ohio is like a 6 in like Atlanta. Physically, it doesn't mean that they're any more worthy of your attention, right? From what she's able to deliver into your life perspective, but definitely from a physical, oh my god, I don't know what's in the water down there. Kenny with the $5 super chat. I told you, bro, I'm riding with your pops. Promise till I'm gone. Salute to you, Kenny. Salute to you. All right, you want to answer the feminine question, or you just want to get back into the comments?
To why I am so feminine?
Yeah, like where does it come from? Like what does it stem from?
My femininity. Maybe it comes from how I was raised, the environment, that I grew up in. Maybe my natural personality is just more feminine.
Here's a follow-up question to that from Pip Cheerio.
Yeah.
When you're uber feminine, I feel like men don't take me seriously at all, and it's hard to get my point across. How do you overcome that? I talk hard on the web, but I'm soft in real life. Great question. Can you help out, Pip?
Men not taking you seriously.
That's a good question.
Yeah, no, it's a really good question. I guess I don't know that I've had like a lot of experience with them not taking me seriously. Like I don't know, in myself, like you can't force someone to I guess, I don't know, treat you a certain way or, take what you're saying and, what's the word I'm thinking of? I mean, I don't really know like how to answer the question. Like
it's a tough question.
Yeah, it's a very tough question. Like there's no formula to say, hey, if you do these actions, people will take you seriously. If you don't do these actions, people will take you seriously. Unfortunately, I don't feel like do you feel like there's things that women do that you would take them more seriously versus not taking them more seriously?
Yeah, it's a fantastic question because honestly, it really just it falls back to the strength of that dude, right? Like, let me give you a really brief example. Right, like a dude that takes advantage of a feminine woman is a bully. That's low key a bully. Right, like I feel like a real masculine dude who's about his integrity, about his purpose, like he's not going to lead you down a wrong path, right? Like, or undermine your decision making unless you've proven incompetent in certain decisions, right? Like, but I think taking advantage of someone who has a genuine femininity and nurturing aspect about them, I feel like it's just like it can be like a bully. Like a real dude wouldn't do that. But I feel like it just depends. It depends on the situation. But but I would say like, don't stop being feminine, but don't make it like there's a component of femininity that I don't like, which is when you would try to act dumb. Like when you try to act like you don't know shit. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. Like you act like you're not smart, or you act like you don't have an opinion about something, or you don't have I think that there's a way to challenge a man to help uplift his ideas, his vision, his this. And it all depends upon the words that you use, the tone that you use.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like this multivariate equation in order to equal out to sincere femininity.
Yeah.
When you're not being passive aggressive and manipulative.
Right.
Which I think comes a little bit more naturally to women because, you know, you're not bigger than us, right? So you have to do more with your words when men do more physically. Like, let me give you a brief example. When I was in Miami, me and my mans, we got into a fight. We got into a wrestling match.
Okay.
It just came to a certain point and we said enough of this shit and we wrestled it out. You know what I'm saying? We had a fight and everything was good. We was clanking drinks right after that. Women don't do that.
So you had a physical altercation.
Yeah, but you know, we wasn't like punching each other in the face and shit like that. But it just got to a point. I'm just like, yo, we need to establish this. We need to establish this hierarchy. But women focus more off of social hierarchy, and then often they do things to undercut, manipulate, yada yada. See, women are generally more better in kind of socially understanding what's kind of going on, like the empathy that's taken to understand the situation, and then positioning yourselves on the checkerboard in order to come out on top, which is why like Instagram and Facebook, because it shows social hierarchy via pictures and video, and which is why like the suicide rate amongst young women is at an all-time high, in my opinion, because of like the impact of social media, because you can see that hierarchy in pictures and videos. But I don't know, anything else to say regarding?
I think that was a great question.
Great question.
It's just a challenging question for me to answer. I feel like it was challenging to answer.
Yeah, I see what Jay though. Fam, now real men don't waste time with women front and masculine bras. Period. Kelley seems like so lost. It's something seems off, but it's not her fault. I don't know. You feeling good today? Yeah. Right.
I am all right. I'm just a little sleep. I'm a little tired, but I'm all right.
Okay.
So, thank you for your concern, Matt. Yeah, but I'm good. I really am good. Thank you.
David, what's up? What up, MTR? All right, we got good questions. Pip, you're welcome. You're welcome. I like being feminine. I just like people who put femininity with weakness.
Romeo.
I feel that the most bully men that you describe. Yeah, like I see what you're saying. Kelley, take a shot. You want to take a shot?
A shot right now?
No, 5 hours. That means no.
No, I don't want to take a shot. Drink some wine. I'm good, guys. I'm ready. Let's continue on. Do you guys want to hear my next question?
They do.
Do you like women to be the aggressor sexually? You guys, tell me what you think. Do you like it when the woman makes the first move and is the aggressor?
Write it down in the comment box, and then we're gonna talk about it. In the meantime, I'm gonna go get myself a little refill of something special. Oh, we cheersing, girl?
No, this can be a refill. No, there's no comments. You guys aren't saying anything.
Well, we can't see anything right now.
Oh
my God. They all just came in.
Yeah, they all just flooded in at the same time. Okay.
Yes, it's sexy. Yes, some days, not really.
Not really, sometimes.
Sometimes, no. I like a chick like you. Dapper.
But you don't know how I am sexually.
Oh! So there's an assumption, Dapper.
There is an
that
assumption.
You don't.
But just because I'm a Midwest
cutie pie.
That I am. Yes.
I don't think that you do. I think.
Listen, don't judge a book by its cover. Okay.
Would you like to expound on that?
Nope, I won't.
That depends. No, I like. Oh, I just read that one. That's a no-go. Don't forget to add lemon in your drink. Yes. If you look good, yes. That's the only time a woman should be aggressive. Listen, I think that there's an I think it's ultra sexy when I like in a real feminine way.
You can tell I'm a freak. That's what he said.
I don't know.
Listen, y'all don't know what I do in my bedroom, and that's how it's gonna stay.
All right. That's how you are. Nah. Aggressive, being aggressive, or initiating sex. I think that's a good clarification. I think I like the lady in the streets, freak in the sheets, right? Like I think that there's nothing better than like an ultra like feminine woman that like gets it, right? Like a woman that like you don't always have to initiate. Like she's generally right. Like I think that there's like a woman who's always ready. That's sexy, number one. But then number two, like if there's certain times in there where you could tell she's like egging you on, because I feel like most women just accept like whenever, and then sometimes they'll push back whether they're not feeling it. But I think that there's something ultra healthy about a woman who, you know what I'm saying? You know, that has like the dichotomy of the both. Listen, you can't ask questions like that and not give your perspective.
What do you mean?
How you gonna ask a question like that and then you gotta give your perspective?
My perspective is the woman should be the aggressor. I have been told that it is very sexy when a woman is the aggressor and appreciated when the woman is the aggressor.
Okay, so you've been told that, but do you believe that?
Told that. No, I believe that. I do believe it.
Don't hurt me, Kelley. There it is. Listen, you asking all of the questions today. I appreciate all of your questions.
Yeah.
So you're telling me if a bad bitch letting you know she's trying to go home with you, you gonna say no? He must be talking to the chat. I must have missed some questions in the chat. They having a whole last conversation out there. You know what I mean? All right, you have more questions to ask? I know we're getting probably close to the end of your list, right? Oh no, you got a whole bunch of questions.
I told you I came prepared today.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming prepared, Kelley.
Yeah.
Is it too hot in here? You know I got that central heat going. You feel all right?
Perfect.
I'm gonna take off my goddamn sweater. It's hot as fuck in here. You gave me this water down. I'm gonna go get a refill too.
Okay. So while he's having a wardrobe change and getting a refill. So my next question is, does body count still matter? And you guys can put your comments in the chat.
Carry my shell.
Does body count still matter? And if it does matter, is there a number that you shouldn't go above? Nah. We got some. Those are the old comments. For me or you, Kelley? I'm just talking about in general. In general, it can be females or males. For you, Kelley, 2. Yes, more than 3 is too much. Not sure why men ask for that number anyway. Who only cares if it's tight or loose? We only care if it's tight or loose. Oh, okay.
Yo, just real quick, I just wanted to talk about the clarity of this channel, just real quick. Like, you know, do you guys see how clear?
It's very clear.
You guys see how clear this is? I've been working on it. Feel free to go over to my Patreon page to continue to support. What you guys don't understand is that a lot of the content that I do, it gets demonetized. YouTube doesn't show it any respect. So it gets demonetized. So having that consistent flow, feel free to, it got $1 stuff just to show support, monthly support, $5, $15, and then there's a $40 one as well. Feel free to go up there. I'm gonna put the link right up here just so you guys understand what that is. Just at the patreon.com/MTNR. That has been your commercial. All right, you want to get back into it?
Sure. Yes, more than 3 is too much for you. No, not okay. So I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about you. Like, not how much. I guess what they're saying, like how much I should. Oh, sorry. How much? Kelley talking about choosing a mate or someone to just smash. No, your mate. Oh gosh. Yes, your mate. How many does it matter in general? Does it matter in general? Does body count still matter? Does body count still matter to you? I'm asking you.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
I feel like number one, it depends on the age.
Okay. Because
the older that you are, just the more opportunity that you're gonna have to run a carousel or two in your lifetime. But here's the thing: I just don't want you to be the cum slut. Like I don't want you to be the cum guzzler. There's been a couple of gangbangs run up. You know, the thing is that here's the thing: I will never know. Mm-hmm. So as a grown, so in my 20s, it was something I would really care about. But then I got into my 30s, at my mid to late 20s to early 30s. You'll never know. You'll never know. You will never know. So why should you care about something that you will never know about? You know, because that's just something. It's just a component of our culture is that they will, you know, subtract when they go to Vegas. They'll divide when they switch states, right? Like it's just a component of the culture, okay. You know. And then you got dudes on the other side that will heighten their body count. So it kind of goes both ways. You got it on both sides of the coin. Okay. But to one of the earlier questions, you have an idea sometimes. Sometimes you fucking don't. Sometimes you don't. Like a lot of I would say going into my 30s, I would say about 10 to 15% of the time, I can't quite put my finger on it. 85% of the time, you can generally gauge. And you can use a variety of data sources in order to figure that out. Sometimes, like going on Instagram. What is their brand on Instagram? You go on Kelley's Instagram.
Lord, we always talk about this.
It's like a reformed nun decided to. That's why she's the Midwest cutie pie. That's why she's the cutie pie. So yeah. So my thing is like you'll never know about it. So why stress about it? Why stress about it? You'll never know. Mm-hmm. You'll never know the truth.
Okay, so leading on to this question, does it matter if a female has sex very early on, like date 1 or 2 in the relationship? Is that like a reflection? Does it change your perspective of her? So body count doesn't really matter, but if this person has sex with you very early, like date 1 or 2, do you have a different perception of her?
What was my goal?
Relationship.
So my goal is to get in a relationship with her when we had sex. Put y'all comments down there real quick. I think it's a fantastic question. I already got what I want to say teed up. I want to make this a little bit more interactive. While we do that, Let's see what we got going on. Cheese of Music. Hey, bro, love the content, man. Greetings from LA. Salud, my G. Salud. All right, there is a little bit of delay on our comments, so we're probably about to get a whole bunch at one time. In the meantime, would you rather she had 1,000 partners that never meet or 2 that you have to see every day? 10,000 partners that you'll never meet or 2 that you have to see every day.
Oh.
That's like, would you rather fight 10,000 duck-sized horses or 2 horse-sized ducks? That's like one. It's like one of those questions. I don't know. You want to answer that? No. Oh man, what was the question again? I totally forgot what the question was.
What my question was?
Yeah.
My question was, if you are trying to be in.
Does it matter?
Yeah. Does it matter does your perception of the person change if you have sex on the first or second date if you're trying to be in a relationship?
Jay Nash about to come through. Come through, bro. Come through. We still over here. We stopping anytime soon?
No, I'm good.
Yo, Jordan, come through, bro.
Yes, Jordan, please come through.
Yeah, we listened to the Black Phillip show. I was thinking about listening. We could listen to the Black Phillip show right now, to be honest with you. I can find a video up there, and we could all start listening to it and reacting to it, just like I do like on my show. Y'all let me know if y'all want that to happen.
She says, I think yes, because Latoya says, I think yes, that's how women get stuck in the friends with benefits title.
Where you see Latoya? Oh, right there.
Right there, yeah.
I think yes, that's how friends get stuck with the friends with benefits title. Listen, let me give you my perspective. I was trying to let them all answer real quick.
Okay.
Yo, Matt, yeah. Black Phillip show changed my life. That's the original OG. Salute to the king, RP Patrice O'Neal. The content is just way far ahead and beyond its time. It really the fuck is. But to get my answer to this question, like if she messed with you on the first, second date, that's just what she wanted to do. Like, it's just what she wanted to do. Like, and I can't fault her because she found me that attractive. I can't fault her. Like, why would you want to fault someone for finding you that so overwhelmingly attractive? Now, it's a different situation if she does that with everybody. And based on our last conversation, you won't ever know if she did. But I feel like, who cares? Like, it's something that, like, I feel like was important to the younger version of me. Like, oh, she wanted to do X, Y, Z this on the second date. So that must mean that she's a da 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 da. I mean, who cares? Like, who cares? Let me pick this up real quick. Can you help manage the contents real quick? Yeah. Jordan's calling me. Hold on. Yo. All right, I'm coming. Girl. You got it?
It's your so Darren says it's your over connection that takes. Hold on. These comments are like kind of slow coming in, so oh sorry. He's better at like going through these. Scroll back up. Let's see here.
Yeah. What up, bro?
Hey, how are you?
You keeping them entertained, girl?
No, not really.
What you mean? What you doing? Jordan, feel free. You know where the cups is at and shit like that.
Or you can just drink the rest of mine.
That's what it sounds like.
No, the first day is. Oh my gosh, Dapper! It's not gonna happen, buddy. We're not going on any dates.
Why you doing my guy like that?
Yeah, why you playing with Dapper like that? You know what I mean? All right, what's happening in here? Talk to me, girl.
One person wants my number.
If a hoe smashes me right out the gate, that shit makes me more interested. I mean, she's definitely interested in you. You know, the problem is how many others is she interested in?
Yeah. So the question, Jordan, was if
Jordan's not on screen right now.
Oh, okay.
Give Jordan a second. We're gonna get him in here in a second.
Okay.
Do another reaction to Patrice O'Neal. Really going depth on him, man. Show him some fucking respect. Can't stress that enough. That's my fucking nigga. Never miss anyone more than I've ever met. Yeah, I mean, he deserves the utmost respect. I've been up on Patrice O'Neal for a very long time. I appreciate respect, the knowledge that comes out that man's mouth. But he does it in a way that's so relatable. You know what I'm saying? We should do a reaction to Patrice.
Okay.
We should absolutely do to reaction at some point. Feel free to go grab a chair, bro. Oh, you got one?
Oh, you got one.
Real quick.
Dudes be saying high body counts don't matter, but they don't be making them wives either. Dude, that's a fantastic question. Once you're ready, Jordan, we'll get you in on that.
Let's do it.
All right, you ready? Let's
on the back row.
yeah, let's put you.
You're gonna move me up. Oh.
All right, let's move back a little bit. Right here. And then, Jordan, let's move you up. Let's try to get you up as possible because,
For sure. What's up, my bad?
You're okay.
all right,
Oh, we're good.
come to the camera a little bit. Come in there. Yeah, we're going to have to
Squeeze.
touch
Squeeze
legs.
in.
Yeah.
Sorry. So we also got to move a little bit forward. We're all out of focus. Except for me.
Okay.
Move up, Kelly.
It's not good, Cameron. You gotta really get focused.
Yeah, I've been working on it. There we go.
Okay.
All right, much better. Where were we? God.
Do you want to hear my question? What my question was?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So my question was, well, first of all, my first question was, does body count still matter?
No, I don't think so.
And then
My contention is that because you'll never know.
You'll never know. Why would you want to know? Like, there's no number in your mind where you're gonna probably get as a man that you're gonna be like, all right, that's not that bad. I mean, to me, it'll never be like.
It'll always be like,
yeah,
oh.
like it's.
You know,
Anyone outside of you, you're like, who?
right. But at the same time, though, if you can identify early on that she's a Pop-Tart, I mean, that's a whole different scenario.
What do you mean by Pop-Tart?
Like she's just a pop. Like how do I describe a Pop-Tart? Like Pop-Tart, like a blow pop. Like sorry, that's like the same. Like the same thing. Like she gets it popping. Like she just doesn't like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
she's a cock carousel extraordinaire, if you will.
Leading locomotive.
She's a
Gotcha. That makes sense.
You're like, okay, well, I got to deselect her because, like her walls have been desecrated by many a football player.
Yeah, especially if she's from that region.
If she's from that region. Let me see. I'm gonna catch the J Doe. I appreciate you. I'm gonna cast a rebroadcast tomorrow, fam. Enjoy your night again. Try 1-800. 1800 and pineapple. Listen, I'm already there, my G. Actually, my favorite tequila is one that Jordan brought over.
So
Esbalone. Esbalone with some
Super
pineapple. We got to try that as well. You know what I'm saying? When we come down to Charlotte, J Doe, it'll either be 1800 or Esbalone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta be that Esbalone.
You got to listen. If I do that 1800, you got to try that Esbalone. All right, my G?
Definitely.
Absolutely. Body count matters only when you're yeah, I mean, that's so true. That's so true. I can't disagree with that. You guys disagree with that?
I don't disagree with that.
Kelly?
I don't disagree.
The thing is, I don't even think it really matters. It's just I feel like when you're a teenager, people know. It's just like more people know because your circle's so much smaller.
True.
Where it's just like, I mean, from my experience, when back then they got around, everybody knew who got around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody knew who was passing her around.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to fix the lighting. Sorry. There's a live stream. I can't edit this shit. Look at that. I got more lights going.
All the lights.
Oh! Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Wait, hold on. Let me try to auto focus. My bad, guys. Live and direct.
We want to get it right.
We want to get it right for you guys.
Right for the viewers.
All right. So now I'm gonna leave that up for a quick second. Look at this, the autofocus. Oh, yeah, that's crazy, ain't it? It's valid, very valid. All right, that looks better. Kelley, stay there. Don't move, girl. Don't move. All right, let's focus on Kelley. All right, let's focus on Kelley now. We gotta get you in focus, girl.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Gotta get you in focus. Great. Way better now. You about to hit Uptown and catch. Boy, I just lied. There's too many comments coming in so quick.
Yeah.
Kelley, you got more questions?
So my other question was, Jordan, is does it matter if does your perspective of a woman change if you guys have sex on the first date or the second date? If you are trying to be in a relationship with them.
I don't think so. And I think part of that for even me, or most cats that I know, is more of an arrogance thing, where it's just like, if she don't give it up to me the first date, you know, I feel like I'm the kind of guy where I can get it on the first night, versus it being like, oh, I guess for me, it doesn't matter. I wouldn't look at her any differently. I'll put it that way. Like, I wouldn't think if I got it on the first night, I'm gonna hype myself up for getting it on the first night versus her just throwing it out there. But I don't think that, for me personally, I don't think I view her any differently if I get it the first date versus the second date, or the first night versus the second night, or a week night, or a week later, or a month later. To me, that doesn't make a difference. But I think it actually travels further if you hit the first night and continue to talk to her, because I feel like, to me, that's more content, or like that's organic conversation after that point. Like, I mean, I guess some guys' mission is to really, if your mission really is to hit, and you do that and you continue that conversation, I think that speaks more volumes as opposed to, and I think that's more genuine than you not hitting the first night and trying to hit. So now you might just be putting on a front because your end goal is, you know, eventually get the draws.
That's a good point.
Super fact.
Yeah. So to me personally, I don't think that makes a difference. I think it shows much more as your compatibility if you hit the first night and continue to have conversations with this person.
J Doe, I smashed my ex-wife on the first night because I'm that type of guy. LOL, later, fam. Later, J Doe. Listen, Uncle J Doe.
I want to be you when I grow up.
Right. You know what's interesting is I got like J Doe and Phineas. You know, you get cats that are been in the game, married, divorced. So I always appreciate hearing their perspectives, you know what I'm saying? Because they came from an era before the bullshit that we deal with today, so they can speak with that level of experience, you know what I'm saying? So it's always interesting to see how they react to different situations that I talk about with my co-hosts, or this, that, and the third.
Yeah, I mean, even to your point, I think they come from an era of what communication really is, you know, versus what we deal with as communication nowadays. Like, as far as just like you actually had to talk to people back then versus being able to sit behind a screen and have conversations that way. Like that's a whole different level of experience. You really think about like actually having to go out and meet people genuinely as strangers versus like having a profile maybe to look at like on a Tinder and have brief conversation and then meet somebody in person.
What do you think about this? I think men are naturally unattracted to high body counts, but since it's impossible to know, it won't really matter. Are we naturally unattracted to high body counts? Is that a nature versus nurture thing? I think that what the heart of that question is that inbred to us as men, or is that the culture telling us that we shouldn't be with a woman that has a high body count?
Oh, you're asking me? I thought you're
I mean, anybody can answer. I can answer my own question, but that's not. I mean, it's two others here.
I'll throw a little perspective on it. I think body count only matters as a means to measure, right? I think for a man, it's an ego thing, right? I don't think from a man's perspective, he really ever wants to date a girl that, if he asks about body counts, it matters to him. I guess I'll put it out there like that. He wants to measure his body count versus yours, which to me is just it's not relevant. I don't think that I don't know what I'm going to get out of asking that question, or really trying to measure it, or really
we got the live.
Yeah, I just don't know. To me asking that question is not relevant, nor is it going to answer any questions that I won't answer. It's just for me to compare. Like, and I guess you walk away from it like, all right, so either I have a higher body count or she has a higher body count. If she has a higher one, am I going to get in my chest now? Damn, I got to go out and catch a few more bodies so that once I top her, then we're good. You know, then we're good. Versus like, all right, I mean, your number's your number. I've had my experiences. You've had your experiences. We're good.
My bad. I just drank your drink. I don't know if you're still.
No, you did.
My bad, bro.
So, put it on this side. Do you want?
Too high is not good for me. But yeah, she not drinking. What's up with women again? What's up with women being against women paying our bill these days?
So the reverse of that question is, how does a guy feel if the person is very inexperienced, or is virginity still appealing to a man?
No.
Okay.
So here's my feeling on this.
Facial expression.
Here's my feeling on this. If she's a virgin and she's 28, something's wrong. Something's amiss. I don't think it's normal in American culture. I don't think that is.
And what would be amiss for that person?
I think that there's something going on there. Like, there's something behind the scenes that I think would take more. I need more data points, right? Like, is there? I mean, it could go as far as being from a religious background to as far as sexual abuse in the history, right? Like, or just something as light as she's so judgmental. I mean, it could be. I mean, there's so many things that's going on here that's outside of the norm in American culture that I feel like it just needs more data points. I've had experiences with women, you know, and actually now that I think about this, it's on both sides of the coins. Either it's ultra conservative or mega loose, that I felt like a lot of those situations have ended up in unintended experiences from both parties. Like, either there was like drama in the situation that I immediately had to stomp out, right? But like, I think the far extremes, like the outliers, like you always should get more additional data off of those, right? Now, if they were super whore or super virgin, like there's something, like get more data before pursuing, like protect yourself first, because honestly, I'll keep it funky with you guys. Let me keep it 1,000. I've had situations where I put myself out there, and unbeknownst to me, there was things going on that was outside of my control, which led to situations that were outside of my control. I'm being really ambiguous, and I might do a video on it in the future where I go a little bit more in depth. But as I look back to the history of the person that I was messing around with at that given time, there was a lot more data that I chose to ignore, but I should have accepted and allowed to inform me how I should move forward in that situation. As men on this channel, we are data receivers. You got to understand that. You have to be intentional about the information that you take in, and you have to do something with that information. We're not lemmings over here. We don't just act on feelings. Like, we have to get data, we have to receive data and then make decisions on top of that. All right. Sorry.
Give me that virgin.
Who said that?
I'll fix her.
Give me that virgin. Who said that?
What do you think, Jordan? What do you think about like a virgin?
I mean, I think
is that a turn off?
I think to John's point, I think there's
mediocre.
Mediocre. You can't say his name.
I apologize. I think there's more I have to uncover to really understand, you know, the decision behind that. It doesn't have to get too personal, but I at least want to have a reference point as to, okay, is this something I want to deal with, like, going forward? Because if I came in with a certain intention, then I need to understand what I'm getting myself into. So I think it's just more or less a conversation.
If you have to wonder about a woman's body count, you don't want her anyway. Because you're finding a reason to not be with her.
Yeah.
Uncle Phineas with the scripture. Uncle Phineas. My issue is that when you meet a woman for the first time and you ask her for her number, she'll tell you, I'm not looking for a relationship. but I never asked. I just wanted to hang out and chill. No, you didn't. You're a fucking liar, Alfredo. Why you gonna come up on my channel and start lying? How you gonna come up here and start lying, my G? What you just asking for numbers for no damn reason, bro? Huh? You just want to be a friend. You just want to chill. Shut up.
Yeah.
Okay. Who are you? All right. I keep it real with hoes right from the get-go to the bridge. Gets burnt, makes my life. Oh, Kayo. I 100% readily agree and understand and respect this position. I think I try to keep it as I try to articulate clarity as much as I can. I'm gonna keep it funky with you, and only because we're this far into the video, that's how you get threesomes. You keep it clear with all parties.
Clarity is key.
Clarity is key. Clarity is key. Because at the point that you're just keeping it 1,000, at the point is you don't get nothing that you don't ask for.
Agreed.
You know, so if you keeping it funky, like if you keeping it clear and consistent, like of what the things that you want. Look at Kelley looking at me like I'm a savage.
I'm just listening.
You look at a savage. Like then you get things that like you don't get nothing that you don't ask for.
At some point, going with the flow just no longer is a viable reason to be doing something.
That's not a good way to live life.
No, it's not.
It's not a good way to live life.
It's not.
What is and people pair off with the person they feel is the best for what they can do. Kelley, we should ask Kelley more questions. Kelley, you hanging out over there. You all right?
I asked, yeah, I'm good. I asked all my questions that I had prepared. So
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
What is something that you learned while doing videos on this channel?
I would say I have learned that in the area, like, and I told you this, that I don't feel that I'm necessarily the best person to discuss these topics with. And the type of, like, the videos that we react to and stuff like that, it's a person that they're not seeking like a relationship, and they're not relationship, and I'm a relationship girl. Like that's who I am. So it's hard. It can be challenging for me to respond and react to things, like kind of more of a savage, just like hooking up type of thing, when that's just not who I am. So that's what I've learned about myself. And
so you've learned things about yourself as far as how willing that you can take certain relationships with people. Am I hearing that right? Or is there other aspects of that?
Just I don't he said, girl, stop tripping. I just feel like, I've learned just about how how I am, and how I feel like I'm very different than a lot of like chicks out there. Like I'm just very, I don't know. I feel like I'm very different, and my perspective is very different than a lot of the chicks out there. That's what I've learned about myself.
Don't let this channel corrupt you. Some sickles on here, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Pip pip cheerio. Pip pip cheerio.
It's just a lot of, this has really been a lot of exposure. Like the type of, I never watched before coming on your channel. I never watched like I never watched any of that kind of stuff. So it has really exposed to me like, oh, this is how, people think, and this is how people, it just has brought exposure to that.
Does it make you feel like, how does it make you feel to know that there's a lot that, like, there's a community of dudes out there that think like what you've seen in the comments and what you've seen like through the videos that we do, like, seeing the Alpha Male Strategies video, this, that, and the third. Like, how does that make you feel? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Kyle, I see you down in the comments, my G. Listen, we want to go to the Red Cup. Chill. We want to go out there. You know what I'm saying? You should come through. Okay? Come through, Kyle.
how does it make me feel? It does make me feel a certain way, especially when I see sometimes the comments that people put on your channel and how they feel that they know me just by, you know, and can not only do they feel that they know me, but really feel like they have the authority to, you know, just say whatever they want to say to me just because of, you know, my response or reaction to it. And I don't, it makes me, AMS, his stuff to me is, but I guess if you don't want to be in a relationship, then, you know, his stuff is applicable to these people. But I don't know, it makes me feel kind of sad about the state of relationships of people, or our lack of it, by just listening to AMS and how people are really reacting to that.
Well, I think bless you.
Thank you.
Well, the thing is like, you know, I see different, and I'm not a dating coach. What this is more of like a discussion channel.
Sure.
This is more of a channel where we can talk about a lot of the things that we see up there, like a lot of the things that we see up on the internet. Now, whether that be an AMS, or that be a Shira 7, or it be what's my man's name, the Simp Olympics winner, Derek Jackson, or if it's, you know, it is a lot of different things that are purported over the internet in a way where we have to have a discussion about it. And that's the value. And the thing is like, well, I love to bring you on the channel. And the reason why you're the people's champ on the channel is that you represent a far minority of women that doesn't just feed into all of the media and the bullshit, right? Like you remain true to you. And I think like that, it just reflects so wholly and truly off onto the channel, which is why when I put up a survey and they select you as the people's champ, you know what I'm saying?
The People's Choice Award.
And as far as I've known, like, and as far as I've known you, like,
it's almost been a year.
It's and it's all true. Like it's it's like your personality here is the personality that I see outside of the camera. It's the same exact personality, and so I know that like you're not faking the funk. You haven't looked at an AMS video and then somehow changed how you talk about something. You reign true to you. And I feel like it's very important that we still have people that look like us that have not been swayed by the media, right? Like, and I have not been swayed by the images that they've seen out. Like, I'm just looking at, there was some girl, I was looking at World Star Hip Hop earlier today, and there was some girl, is it Tanashi or something like that? She won, like, she got like top album of like the month or something like that. And she had like a whole video of her twerking on, like, I mean, I'm just looking at her ass and I'm just like, God damn, like we've lost so much in terms of like the value of just privacy, like the value of it. There's so much that's lost within that. And then, you know, so I don't want to keep on talking on and on.
But so my question is to you is why isn't more, I guess if I'm considered wholesome and I'm true to myself, why isn't that more appreciated? Why isn't more love shown to women who are like me, but it's more love is shown to those who, like you said, that, you know, one video of the year because she's just twerking and stuff. Why isn't you know what I'm saying? Like, why?
Jordan, I want your comments on this as well. I think that there's a lot of dudes out there. Oh, sorry, I'm just clicking on comments. How tall? She's 5'8". She's a tallie. I think that there's a lot of dudes out there that they're into the short gratification of the moment, and they go up on Instagram and they see the ass cheeks hanging out and they're gonna like the photo. I feel like, you know, it's all for a time and a period in your life. I don't follow any of these, and I used to follow them. I used to like the photos and enjoy this.
Because you love to, I'm sorry, I cut you off, but you love to make fun of my Instagram because I don't have any of that on there.
I don't. It's tongue in cheek. I do make fun of it because, listen, she had a photo up there like, no, what are you talking about? I show stuff and she showed me the photo, and it was a complete just, like, you didn't see nothing beneath the neck. Like, it was You saw the photo, right? Oh my God. She's a Midwest cutie pie. For a goddamn. Nah, I mean, you know, what you comparing it to though? Have you? Have you seen
finish your.
Wait, hold up. Have you seen a Tinashe? Have you seen like a Megan Thee Stallion? Have you seen a Nicki Minaj? Like,
no, I know who Nicki Minaj is. Sure.
And I want to compare. Now you got to think of the amount of thousands of dollars and pounds of silicone to make Nicki Minaj's body make the way that it looks today, right? So, like, I say all that to say that there's still components of woman that we see within you, which is why they love you so much on the channel, is because you have like a root about you. You have like a grounded traditional root about you that I feel like has been lost, but I know that it hasn't been lost within you because you don't pay attention to all that bullshit and you keep true to yourself, right? So like, I would say to you, ignore all of the dudes that like all these outward visible signs of things that they are attracted to and just keep true to you, because being true to you will lead to more happiness and going into the future.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Yeah. I mean, I think even to your point, I think you discounted yourself from some of the videos on here because those don't appeal to you since you're a relationship person. But I think that's exactly why you're the best person to react to it, because you don't necessarily, you're grounded in what drives you forward versus what drives the video forward. So I think your contradictory reality, where you can appreciate why someone might think the way that they do, but you also don't get, that doesn't sway you into changing your view. You're just recognizing, I can't believe people think like that, but this is how I think and this is how I move. And even to Mediocre's point about like, why does certain, I mean, at the end of the day, like sex sells, you're right. So I mean, the more someone who spends all their time on social media can gain access to what they don't have around them, I mean, that's what's going to sell. That's what's going to get the likes. That's what's going to get all the hype. And then that's just the reality, right? Where you can follow somebody in Miami who's posting pictures year round because of where they live versus, you know, being somewhere else where those women just aren't around you.
Right. I mean, that's really true. You know what I mean? But I also think a component, Kelley, that leads to you not reaching a goal is the city that you live in.
Regionality plays a big part.
Yeah. Geography plays a big part.
Reaching a goal, what are you talking about?
A goal of, so you got a goal in your earlier 20s of being married.
Oh, okay.
I feel like a goal in your, you know, as you get older, I won't tell your age, but like I feel like if you still want to get like Columbus, fuck, I didn't mean to say that. The Midwest is a very your options are extremely limited. Your options are extremely limited. Like, think about it. I'm not from here. Jordan is not from here. We're not from here. So like once you start to venture outside of like the place that, you know, you currently reside in, I feel like you'll see a lot more opportunities that will become more true to who you are as a person, that would appreciate who you are more as a person. You know what I'm saying? So
for sure.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Great conversation.
Yeah.
I can't even keep up anymore
I know.
to the comments. All women want to know how to enslave a man into a marriage contract. We want to talk about that? You know what? You know what I want to talk about? Well, hold up. Let me push up.
I know exactly what you want to go to.
All right, you guys are seeing the back end of my YouTube. Sorry. Whoop. All right, here's what we're going to do. I want to talk about this real quick. Let's go back on the community tab. Hopefully you guys can see what the fuck I'm saying right now. Listen, women today want to be married, but don't want to be a wife. 699 votes. Yo, someone go over there and vote one more. I need 700. I need 732 comments. But look at that. Almost 700 votes. That's my most voted on. Yo, shout out to all my supporters. 700 votes. That shit is crazy. That's a lot of fuckers.
That's a great survey question.
That's a great survey question.
Yeah, that's a great survey
Did you
statement.
vote?
I did not vote.
Okay.
Women today want to be married, but don't want to be a wife.
What does that mean to be a wife? What is the definition of a wife? What does that mean? What that mean? What that distinction is?
So let me get that out of there. Listen, I want you guys to write down in the comment box down below, what's your definition of being a wife? And I had this question actually on my personal IG account. I put up that same question and I got a ton of fucking traction. And the one question that kept coming up is like, what's your definition of a wife? And I said, you know, when I posted the comment, I didn't write what my definition of a wife is. So in other words, people are answering based off of their interpretation of wife. But let's talk about it in the channel real quick. Put down, what is your interpretation of a wife? Meaning, what is a wife's role? Okay. Write that. We'll give you guys 30 seconds. Write down. Dapper Romeo.
Dapper keeps it real, dog.
He keeps it super real.
Dapper keep it 100. Cook, clean, wash. No commas, no nothing. Just all one dude.
Cook, clean, wash, lots of sex. Listen, that's a good list of requirements. I can't even hate on the young thug. Man. Jordan, you drinking, bro? And I need you here with me because Kelley Michelle wants to drink. You want water, girl? What you need?
Water would be good. Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna go get you some water. You need anything else?
No, I'm good.
Stay there, girl. We got you in focus.
Sex plus good company.
Jordan, you need something?
I'm good, G. Appreciate it.
Oh, we going out tonight, by the way.
All right. I can go home and put some different pants on, but
I'll
go home and put some pants on. That would be good.
No, this is Columbus song. God fucking damn it! I keep saying.
They already called it out in the.
Fuck them. Fuck them. They don't know
As
shit.
a soldier, I like that. I agree with that. A wife is a soldier, and her husband is a general. Well, I don't cuss though. Have sex with me, feed me, and keep my balls empty. Okay.
Keep my sack dry.
So you agree that the wife
is a soldier.
It's being led.
Yeah. Support, nurture, and fulfill the visions and dreams for her husband. I like that too. What is your definition?
Man, that's a great statement. I have no idea. I haven't even. I think from a traditional sense, I always thought of it in a traditional sense, kind of like taking care of the kids, taking care of the house. But that has very much shifted in my experience. Yeah. I think when I was younger, that's exactly what I envisioned a wife would be. Mm-hmm. I think now, I think what I underplayed when I was younger was the compatibility factor, where it's just like for me, it's more or less like a partnership. Where I just wanted someone to partner with on life, I guess, right? If we happen to make a family, we happen to make a family. But I think for me, I don't know. It's just tough to really define what a wife is for me. I think for the most part, it's just finding someone you like, finding someone who compliments and likes doing the same shit you like to do.
Yeah.
And doesn't spend all your bread.
Yeah.
All right, that's a good. I've never really thought about it.
What is your definition?
What was the question again? I forgot. Salud.
Definition of a wife.
Definition of a wife? Oh, I asked the question. I didn't know you guys were still in that question.
Yeah.
The only real thing a wife can offer is femininity, sex, companionship, and servitude. Yuck, it's getting misogynistic in here. I'm out. Come on. Pip. What you doing? What you mean? I haven't been looking at the chat.
It's pretty.
I haven't been. And you said it has not been pretty?
No, it's been pretty consistent.
Oh, it's been pretty consistent. Listen, but let's talk about Pip. Don't you leave. We got to talk about it because I want this as the only lady outside of Kelley Michelle that's in here to support the ladies' ideas. I want your opinion real quick. I think my definition of what a wife will be like. So the thing is, I am self-sufficient as fuck without you. Okay. I think any man, right? Like I see comments down in the section that it's like it bothers me. It's because there's certain dudes that want a woman to help uplift them. And that's the thing. Like, I feel like if that's your expectation, you're going about this shit entirely fucking wrong, because she doesn't want to be responsible for uplifting you.
Nor should she be.
Nor should she be. But if you allow her to do that, and she's real, she'll help you do that. There's a key fucking difference there. And I feel like motherfuckers put the cart before the horse. Right? Like, and I feel like it gets incorrect. My example of a wife is someone who can who understands really and truly how to nurture. Right? Nurture in a way that, right? So like if I consider having kids with her, she's got to be able to do nurturing at a way and a level that I cannot do. And so she has to be a keen nurturer. She has to be extremely competent. Just be a competent person. You have to be able to trust that the decisions that she'll make when you're not there will be for the betterment of the household. I think that's really fucking key. I think like in the way that you make competent decisions is not necessarily predicated on your level of education, right? Like your level of education is not going to determine that. There's a lot of incompetent educated people, and there's a lot of very competent people that are like in jail and shit like that. They just
deem as uneducated,
right? That you deem as exactly. Yeah. So like, and I've seen it too. I've seen doctors, right? Like, and dated them that make very incompetent decisions in life. They just do, regardless of all their education. And I've seen those with high school education, barely, who make very competent decisions where you'd be like, oh, okay, we're going to do X, Y, Z today because they said so. And they show a history of performing very competent decisions. Fantastic communicator. I think like a woman who can enhance the clarity of a conversation and communicate her ideas in a way that it focuses on, like, I hate like here, let me give you one of my pet peeves. If I'm texting a chick and her text don't make fucking sense, I can't fucking stand that. It's because like so much shit can be left out of a conversation because you are not taking the time to look at what the fuck is on your screen and you're texting appropriately. Like it just bothers me because I feel like communication between two people is so important.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like that competency, the consistency and that clarity, that communicator, you know what I'm saying? Like those are the couple things I'm looking for. But trust and believe, I can be happy as a motherfucker on my own, not getting any of that shit. So I feel like for those really easy and bare minimum things, or also too, like, you know, I cook for myself and I eat too much Chipotle, but like it would be good to have someone in here that can like make sure that I'm eating correctly.
Yeah, sponsored by Chipotle.
This channel should be sponsored by Chipotle. It really should be. I eat Chipotle way more than I should.
Yeah, I love Chipotle.
You know what I'm saying? Sorry, guys. I haven't been looking back into the channel. All right, listen. So we've been on here for 2 hours and 23 minutes. We're going to give it 7 more minutes. 7 more minutes. We're going to do 2.5 hours. I don't want to over fatigue these guys because I want them to come back and do more content.
Always be back.
Always be back. You know what I'm saying? We want to make sure we do more content. We actually have an agenda later on time. It's Friday night. You know what I'm saying? We are going to go out. There's things happening in the city. You know, we in the heart of the city right now. So we want to do what we need to do. Let me go back up and see some of the comments.
Character.
Listen, do you guys have any questions to ask? Phineas!
More money.
Phineas with the $5 super chat. My G, Uncle Phineas. All right, texted FN fucking sucks. And it's a poor gauge of intelligence. and competency, kind of like degrees. Ooh, I see what you just did there, Phineas, and I want to talk about it. It is poor gauge of intelligence, but you could still get data from it. Mm-hmm. You can still get data from how she texts, right? Like you get some that don't respect text at all, and she wants to talk to you. That's a data point. You get some that try to text, long ass text, and it's typos all through it. That's a data point, right? Like no fucking punctuation and shit like that. Like all of that is a data point in my eyes. Like I'm gonna view you different if you don't respect what a comment is.
Vocabulary,
right? Vocab, how you use words. I feel like it's a data point, and not only is it a data point, but it's something that you can reference. So you can go back and look at the text like, wait a minute, this motherfucker just said this, that, and the third, and then she did X, Y, and Z. I feel like you can still use it. But he also concluded his sentence with saying, kind of like degrees, poor, and I want to do an entire video on this. Because like we all have degrees. We all have at least masters. Mm-hmm. Would you consider yourselves intelligent people?
I would,
yes.
Would you consider yourselves educated people? Now, my next question is, does education equal intelligence?
I don't think so.
No. Nope.
There it is. Phineas, Uncle Phineas has a point. Guys, listen, we're gonna do 4 more minutes. I wholeheartedly appreciate y'all. I feel like I gotta go back and watch the video, look at the comments. I've been doing a way not as good job as looking down in the comments. We're gonna do 3 more minutes and then we're gonna go off. But thank you so much for all of the super chats.
Thank you.
Chris Z, find a hose, Miami or New York. Ooh. I'm biased on this one. Oh, that's a good fucking question. Chris Z. Chris, I wholeheartedly appreciate you, my G. Trust me, I'm down in my email. I'm going to give you the reaction that you need and deserve. All right. Miami or New York?
I would only sway Miami simply because of the weather year round.
Oh, that's a good.
So they have reason to have their upkeep game be 24/7.
The problem with this question is like there's so much New York that moves to Miami. So there's so much that get filtered straight down to Miami. So it's like they look the same. The thing is with Miami is a little bit more concentrated. Like New York is so big, right? Like it's so massive, right? Like there's so many parts, boroughs, districts, towns that you can go to. Like it's so much difficult to like see people, right? Like you have someone in Manhattan and then someone in Long Island, and that's an hour to get to and from, right? But in Miami, you might be meeting a chick with similar credentials, right? And she's 20 minutes away. Like that. I mean, that's something that I always think about. But like, damn, the concentrations of delicious Latinas in Miami. Holy shit. I don't know, but you could get all of that in New York. That's the thing.
So you can too.
But the thing is, in New York, like you get beautiful black chicks, and the thing is, like with the diversity in New York, like you'll get like Blasians and shit like that, or like Mexican Asians, or like like Moreno, like there's so much like mixture. I don't know if the mixture is as deep in Miami as it is in New York.
I don't think it is.
You know what I mean? So, Chris Z, thank you very much for the question, my G. Kelley, Atlanta or the Midwest?
What do you mean?
Same type of question. Atlanta versus, because you say you like to frequent Atlanta.
I do.
Or the Midwest. In terms of options of dudes.
Well, when I go to Atlanta, it's to see someone, so it's not.
Oh! You got a boo-boo kachoo down there?
Well, you still be looking.
Oh,
you gotta be interested, but you can still peep the game.
You gotta. You got a thing? You got a situation down there, Kelley?
Yes, I do.
Oh!
I already said that.
Oh! You don't want to talk about it?
No, I don't want to talk about it. And our time is almost up, so we'll have to
She's
stay
a
tuned.
deflector.
Really not trying to talk about it.
No.
Kelley. Hit me up, girl. Stop killing me.
But the person who's in Atlanta, he is from Columbus. So he moved down there.
Oh, he moved down to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know him while he was in Columbus?
Yes, I did. I've known him for a very long time.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean you still don't go on down in Atlanta and still peep the game. I mean, you could be objective and say, you know, between the guys you see in the Midwest versus men. Though you have someone in Atlanta, you see
Great question.
Seeing the men in Atlanta.
Great. Thank you. She's been deflecting all
That's what I'm
night.
saying. Like, if it's like,
I'm trying to think.
you can play the card with like, if you slip up down here, don't think I still won't be down here.
Right.
Like, you can still throw the card out there.
Right. When I was down there last weekend, I mean, I did see some guys but I see guys that catch my attention here too. There's probably more because there's a bigger population maybe in Atlanta.
Phineas says Atlanta is overrated. I agree. I think in the 2000s, that was probably like the height of Atlanta.
For sure. Every rapper was from Atlanta.
Yeah, like the 2000s was the height, and now it's starting to kind of go downward. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I feel like Charlotte is like the next Atlanta.
Charlotte?
Yeah.
Houston goes down too.
Houston goes
down.
I
heard Houston
goes down.
I definitely have heard that.
I love Houston. I love Dallas.
Charlotte. I
like Chicago too.
I do like Chicago as well. Yeah.
You know what's actually a city that needs to be shown a little bit more respect? Detroit.
Oh yeah.
You know, Detroit, they went through the whole bankruptcy.
But they're coming back.
Oh,
for
yeah.
Sure.
And the thing is, you gotta think about
downtown.
You gotta think about the history of Detroit, Motown,
Absolutely.
Motor City.
Oh,
so you have like this establishment of like black, educated, right, well-to-do, good money. So you got like all of these like beautiful black chicks that are in Detroit. And the city kind of got decimated with the fall of the financial crisis and what it did to the motor industry, the auto industry. But like, they still bad. There's so bad chicks up in Detroit.
To your point, what I think spawned from it, was entrepreneurship. From what I understand right now, there's a lot of entrepreneurship going on from both male and females in Detroit. So I think, you know, from that fallout spawn, people started to take their city into their own hands and providing resources that they didn't have.
That's true.
My question to you, the baddest chicks are in what part of the country?
Toronto. Toronto. Yo, sorry. I'm gonna go outside of America. Is there anyone in here from fucking Canada? What is in the water of Canada? I don't know what it is. When I listen, Houston, listen. How many? Put a 1 in the chat if you've been to a Toronto or a Vancouver. Yeah, DC too. Put a 1 in the chat if you've been to a Toronto or a Vancouver. You know what it is? Then you know what a component of it is? Diets. I think a component of it is diets because there's so much of an overabundance in America. There's so much like overweight chicks that like would be bad as shit if they just got their bodies together. But the problem is that in America, there's no like universal health care. So the corporations are not incentivized to reportion out meals. You go to a Toronto and like you go shop at a Toronto supermarket, you're like, wait a minute, where's the rest of the food? You know what I'm saying? And their food is a lot more condensed. So you get a lot more women that are not overeating. And because they're not overeating, you know, and I'm not a chubby chaser. I like them when it looks like, you know, they work out, you know, and because you're not getting that as much, like you get like, and diversity, they just mix like a motherfucker up there. So like, they just, I feel like 20, 30 years ago, like when the US kind of hardened their borders, immigrants started going up to Canada. And because of that, like you going on in Toronto, you get like the world's most delicious restaurants from different ethnicities all on one city block. You know what I mean? So you get all these people just mixing and shit like that. All these unique looking people. Yeah, Kelley too. God damn. Oh, Shandaria Nelson. Listen, appreciate you for the $10 super chat, my G. I just want to show love and support for your content. 2 core elements of a king is continual improvement and consistency. I can't agree with you more. And continual improvement and consistency. That's what we focus on over here, my G. That's what we focus on. Keep doing what you're doing. As it's up to you, as it's up to us to lead. Much respect, bro. It is up to us to lead. You know what I'm saying? That's why we keep on producing content on a leadership level. You know what I'm saying? Improvement, continual improvement, consistency. That's real.
That's key.
That's real. That's key. That's it. We got to be a continuous learner. The learning never stops. And you got to keep on doing it. That's the consistency. Thank you so much, Shandarian Nelson. Appreciate you, my G. I see your comments all the time, my G. All the frequent subscribers, if you guys are constantly commenting on the channel, I see the shit. I get the notifications that go to my phone, so I see all y'all shit. I don't see the replies off of comments. I have to actually go into my YouTube account to see that shit. But the comments that are not replies, all of those are notifications that get sent to my YouTube studio account. So I wholeheartedly appreciate all y'all. Listen, before we go, I want to throw this back up here. More ways to support the channel. Patreon.com/MTNR. Again, this guy provides me a consistent way to receive support, to continue to reinvest in the channel, and the many ways to improve like that. Listen, you guys see the visuals. This is live stream. I'm giving you the live stream value for the recorded content. Okay, this comes through all of your guys' contributions. Trust me, it's not free to stand all of this shit up at the level of quality that I'm doing. So I really appreciate y'all. Sheldon, I see you down there, my G. Constant supporter of the channel. Sheldon, what is good, my G? We about to end the live stream though. Listen, anything to say before we get out of here?
Appreciate y'all.
Oh, appreciate y'all.
It's always a pleasure and enjoyable to be a part of these live streams, and I appreciate all the support that we get. So
appreciate all of that. Listen, if I put up more 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s to get there, I'm gonna let you know next time, because I feel like you were the reigning champ, and you gotta know that. You know, you gotta know that.
Yeah. Did you vote, Jordan?
I did not vote. I didn't see the vote. I apologize.
Oh, it's okay. I don't have to apologize. I was just wondering.
Well, Kelley, I appreciate your comments. I appreciate what you give to the channel. I think that it's often hard to be real out here in the internet land when it's just full of imposters.
Yeah.
Right? It's full of fakers. It's full of people creating lives that are just not real, not true. It's not their base, their core. So
they're inauthentic.
Inauthentic.
Yes.
That's true. Jordan, appreciate you coming through.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I always got to come through with show love.
As always, man, we got to work on some more content between just the two of us. I feel like it's important. Definitely. I feel like it's important. We had one video that went up not too long ago, but I still feel like we got to do more content in order to really highlight, because I feel like a lot of our experiences are very similar.
Yeah, overlap for sure.
They're overlap for sure. So I feel like we still got to go through and understand like how we can elevate the conversation based off of our experiences.
Yeah, definitely. We'll get there.
We'll get there, bro. Anthony Golson, $20 super chat. Anthony already is always a love and supporter of the channel. Anthony, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Write something in the comments. You motherfuckers have no profile picture and then write fucking nothing. All right? Write fucking something. Give me a goddamn message. Okay? Yo, the love and the support. I really appreciate you guys. This is one of the weirdest endeavors that I've ever undertaken. This is one of the weirdest because like you get to meet people from corners of the internet that want to support the message that you purport. They want to make sure that the way that you communicate something and the discussions that you drive are supported forward. And they will email you. They will give you comments to enhance the content. They will, and it's such the realest bunch of people, and I so appreciate you guys. Listen, we're at 6,200 subscribers. That's gone up like 5,200 over the last year. I think when I started the beginning of the year, I was at like 1,000 subscribers or something like that, like 1,300 subscribers. So to go up as many as what we have in 11 months, 10 months, like it's been perfect because I've been able to grow with you guys. So I really appreciate y'all. All right.
But that also is because of your consistency and your your content, because you're doing so much content and are consistently doing. That's why they want the subscribers continue to increase.
Feeding the people.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I can't do it without y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a discussion-based channel. Right. I'm not a dating coach. I'm not just gonna sit here by myself and just hammer out content. I mean, I could do that. Yeah. I mean, I absolutely. And there might be videos in the future where I actually do that. But like at the same time, it's a I'm trying to envelop conversation because I feel like the conversation is where you really get the true value. It's where you really get the true value. Yeah. Like we come down over here and we have discussion nights, just us just talking about shit.
Sure.
So I really appreciate it. Kenny Burgess, listen, I'm asking you motherfuckers to write comments, and y'all still not writing comments. You savages, got no profile picture, and still not writing comments. But I appreciate the contribution, my G. Yeah. Kenny, I appreciate the contribution, my G. Listen, I love Brandon said it's my favorite channel. Much love and respect. Listen, nice. We signing off. Yes. We signing off. Listen, I appreciate you guys, really and truly. My man, yeah, I'm grinding over here, bro. You guys gonna understand that like it takes a lot of work to do this at this level of quality. It's a different level as if I'm just uploading to my phone. Excuse me, I got the hiccups, and I'm posting it to the channel. It's a different level of comedy. I appreciate the love and I appreciate the support. You should come to Brooklyn, New York. Listen, I'm from Long Island, bro. I'm down in New York ever so often. Yeah, hit the like button before you go to make sure that in the YouTube algorithm, I get shown respect. Please, if you're still in the channel, it's 45 on the channel. If you haven't hit the like button, please go do so right now. Kenny, I appreciate you. I appreciate the support. All right, listen, I've been saying goodbye for like 5 minutes. It's
all good. That's how it works.
Until next time, YouTube. Wait, hold on real quick. I got content coming. Listen, when I tell you I got content coming, it's already in my YouTube. It's already uploaded. Patreon's gonna get it first, and then I'm gonna load it to YouTube after that. So feel free to go and support Patreon. I'm gonna put it down there just real quick. My other banner right here, MTNR. All right, go down there and show love and respect. I appreciate all of y'all. Until next time, YouTube. Peace. Okay, that's awkward because usually I just cut off the video because I edited it, but like right now I'm gonna try to find. Okay, it's end broadcast. Hold on. Peace.